Hello, and welcome. How's everybody doing? We good? We good? We good? Great. Good to hear. Good to hear. Fantastic. Tanfastic. What is up? All right. Hello, and welcome to Wrath of the Godkin, the only D&D campaign where poison chimps explode in your face. Say hello to Ronnie the Bugbear Fighter, Waylon the Human Paladin, Oz the Kenku Wizard, Kelken the Furbolg Druid, and Affinity the Tiefling Bard. Our heroes are experts at getting themselves into trouble, but before they do exactly that, let's remind you viewers at home what happened previously on Wrath of the Godkin. The party beat up some woodwoads and dryads and then took a long rest. They came across a scared horse who told Kelken that he had escaped from an attack on the Oasaran caterers from the poison ape. The party headed off to find the caterers, which they soon did, looking a bit beaten up and distraught by the side of the road. Two of their party had been killed by the ape. Ronnie said a prayer for the fallen, and the party promised to get revenge on the ape, as well as check out the nearby portal that had sucked off two more caterers earlier in their journey. Is that the right turn of phrase? I think it is. The party went off to see the ape, telling the caterers that they'd meet them at the Squawking Sailor later. The ape combat came fast and fierce, with the poison ape tossing deadly fastballs from its treehouse and summoning exploding chimps to serve as its mignon, its filet mignons. Banana. Just a reminder, you can donate to change the outcome of the game, and the rewards are listed right there on screen below my face. So here we go. It's Summerfire 1 Ale, aka Friday at 1 p.m., and the party is still mid-combat with Das Ape, who is now prone after being knocked off his treetops. Let me set the stage for you guys. There's a lot going on last time. Full disclosure, I have edited the ape's stat block slightly because he had like 40 moves, and as I got into combat with him, I'm like, he has such terrain advantage in this battle. He's gonna TPK him either way, so he doesn't really need a billion moves. So what's happened is that Ronnie, I believe, stepped directly on the ape's genitalia. Is that what happened? Something like that.
It seems about right.
You flipped up with a natural 20 and smashed the ape's junk so hard he went ah and fell off the roof, taking a bunch of fall damage and hitting the ground. And this isn't just your regular, ordinary poison ape. I think Way lost initiative. I don't see it in the order. Okay, gotcha. Let me double check.
I think I have rolled like a 20, and there's one that's blank that says 20.
Yeah, you're off on my screen too. So we just, why don't you? Oh, I know what happened is, here I'll add you to turn order. I updated your token to give you your token an aura, so we can always see. Because I was gonna play you tonight in case you couldn't make it. And I added that to myself because I was like, okay, I played Pally before, but I want to look over the sheet in case I'm filling in for you as you, so I don't. I was just trying to give, make sure, because Way's in a precarious state right now for our viewers at home, and there was a chance Ruthie couldn't make it. Luckily, Ruthie is here, so I don't have to take over her character for the evening, which is what we do when someone isn't here. So I added a yellow aura that basically shows where Way's saving throw bonus comes in handy. But since I switched out the old token for the new one, when I deleted it, I think it deleted the initiative as well. But it was 20, I know, from the other thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Add turn. Okay, Swansig. Just move this up here. Up.
See, I remember very distinctly that the ape and its minions had already gone. I think you just forgot to mark that down.
No, start of the turn order. So here's what happens.
I think they use their action to surrender.
Right, yeah.
This thing is an Umberlux. These guys have been sent here to fight this thing. It is a creature that has been imbued with powers of the Shadow Fae, which is the mishmash of the Shadowfell and the Feywild that exists in our homebrew world. And that means it has strange powers. We began fighting, it looks like big and poisonous and hulking and a little bit gassy, but swarming with this poison gas. But as you knock it off this roof and it falls and it takes a bunch of damage, it changes forms into what seems to be a swirling mist field, like a purple tornado, where it's no longer fully corporeal. It is mostly gas and wind and smoke. And it's just this purple swirling dust devil on the ground right now, hovering slightly. And you can see the sort of outline and manifestation of the ape's arms and face within it, sometimes forming and dissipating there. So you can still see it's this conscious being, not just a force of nature, but it is now has taken on a new form. And you get the sense that as a result of that, its abilities may have changed as well. As it begins to shudder and reconfigure itself into this new form, it spews out another gassy chimp to its side. So it is now the poison ape's turn. And how are we doing on our camera? Does our camera look okay? Yeah, it looks all right. This needs to go up. Okay. So right now the poison ape is on the, well, it's not really on the ground. It reformed when it changed phase, so it is not prone. It is not really standing either. It's kind of just like hovering there, like a miniature, like when Taz becomes a tornado in Tasmania.
Right.
It's sort of
For the
like
sake of
that.
mechanics, he's not prone though, right?
For the sake of mechanics, he is not prone. He was when he fell,
Okay.
but then he just started to shudder, and like the gas erupted from him and then overtook him, basically. Yeah, now he's just a spitting cloud like the mask when he goes down a hallway. Okay, and he is going to basically he's going to create a, oh, that's right, Oz is using a power right now. I thought you weren't in the ethereal plane though, or did you go back at the end of last turn?
He rolled, so he's back in it right now. And
Okay,
the
gotcha.
ape is 65 feet away, just out of his sight range.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So you guys are mostly concealed. You guys are in the bushes right now. Even if you weren't in the ethereal range plane, Oz, you would be concealed in this forest. So the ape can't see you super clearly. You guys have 3/4 cover right now. That adds +5 to your AC from things that are not within melee range. Things were outside of this thing. So the ape is going to create a gas cloud sphere like this.
Well,
How does this work?
Oh, rude.
That's not very nice.
Love this music. Yeah, and he's gonna throw it like right here on top of you guys. Let's see if I can send this to back. Okay, great. So he's putting it is basically a 15-foot sphere of gas, so it goes down below you into the, just a little bit below the bridge that you guys are on as well. You guys begin to cough and shudder as you're inside this stuff, and you recognize staying here is probably a bad idea, although there's no immediate effect to you. And he's going to use his bonus action to try to hit Ronnie with a fastball gas ball. see how this goes.
Does the gas cloud impede his vision at all?
No, because he is one with the gas, and so he is he
Mm.
understands gas innately. 26 for 10 poison damage to you, Ronnie.
Not a fan, personally.
He's not going to move. He's just going to stay where he is at right now. And that brings us to the poison, or I'm sorry, the gassy chimp's turn. Now we got a couple of these bad boys. One that is here is going to, these guys have a climb speed of 40 feet, right? So this one's going to start climbing up this tree, basically double time. He's going to get up to this tree and land about here, waiting to see what comes out of that. And this other one is going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, 5. No, let's just do the ruler. It'll be faster. Yeah, he's just gonna crawl up here. You can see Kelken from there. And he's going to... He doesn't really have... he doesn't really have any attacks he can do from range, so he's gonna pop up right there, hoping someone's gonna run by him. And I think that's all the chips, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's Yorkus's turn. Yorkus is going to, let's see, he's going to try to make his way into the cover with you guys. Once he gets to be about here, he's going to get into difficult terrain. So he's going to be able to make it to about here. And he's going to turn to you guys and be like, does anyone need anything? Any healing?
Waylon just Waylon just turns to look at him and like.
He's going to toss you a potion of greater healing for your use.
Okay.
I'm going to subtract that from his inventory. So you gain...
What's the...
Greater is... 44 plus 4. I knew it in my head, and I was still second-guessed myself.
I can never remember. There's a lot of 4s, and there's
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to remember. I mean...
Yeah.
DMs who can know all this stuff, really impressive. The Mercers of the world. And even he can't remember everything. Okay. So he's gonna toss you that, and that's you nimbly catch that easily, not really a skill check or anything, and that's gonna be the end of his turn. That's all his movement. Doesn't really see anything in range right now. So we're gonna move on to Waylon. It is your turn. I think you were poisoned until the end of your last turn, so I don't think you're poisoned any longer. And I don't think Oz is poisoned any longer either.
And are we doing the NADPOD rule where it's bonus action to just if it's a bonus action,
self-administration is bonus action to take your potion, so you can do an action and take a potion in the same turn. You cannot administer. Administering is an action.
Okay. There's a podcast I listen to where if you take the full action, you just automatically take the max 44 plus 4. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna bonus action do that potion.
Okay.
That's 44.
44 plus 4.
And then so 13.
Mm-hmm. So you top off. You're still on your on the ground right now. So you might want to use some of your movement to stand up. So that you're no longer prone.
Yeah, I'll do I'll do that, and then I'll move. Let me see. So I've got 15
You're in difficult
left.
terrain right now.
Okay, so I can move like 1 square, 2 squares.
Basically, yeah, your 5s or 10s. So you use 15 to stand up, and then you have 15 remaining. So basically, if you moved here, if you went like this, oops, I'm grabbing you. I don't mean to be. I feel like that guy at the Met Gala. Where do I grab? Can't grab. Okay, so if you were to move, say, your full movement would be like here if you were trying to move out of it. But if you want to stay in cover, that's also viable. It's up to you strategically what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up here, and then I'm going to use my action to pull out that, I believe I have it, a flask of oil. Let me check. Oil flask, yep, I got it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pour it on my crossbow bolts.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like where this is going.
Oh, you know me.
So as an action, you are pouring the flask. You're basically just dousing them, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I don't imagine that. How many bolts are you trying to get?
Let's just do like 2. I really want to get 2.
Okay, I don't imagine that would use the whole thing, so I'd say you probably have like a half bottle left if you're dousing.
Okay. And according to D&D Beyond, I think you, as an action, yeah, it's an action for me to douse it.
Right. You've used your bonus and you've used your action at this point. And
my movement.
Yeah. Okay. Finn, it's your go. You turn, and through the cover, you see Wei now standing and looking a little bit better, still a little bit beaten up. Oz has yet to return from the other dimension. You're not sure. He just keeps blinking in and out of existence, as far as you can tell. It's a little bit hard to see with all of this foliage around. Foliage? You can't escape Lisa, our little walking library.
Okay, so there's some oil shenanigans and wizard shenanigans happening. That's fine. I'm going to. This is difficult terrain I'm in, right?
Correct.
So this is 10 feet.
That is 10 feet, but now you are out of difficult terrain. 15.
I'm going to use this corpse? Question mark? Do they have corpses? They're like see-through, I guess. They're gas.
In my since this is a homebrew creature, in my understanding of this there's basically residue there, like fur and stuff, but it basically erupted when it died. So these things, from what you can tell, you're not sure about their nature, but they seem to be manifestations. You just saw one. Actually, I don't think you did see it happen from your angle because there was a tree in the way. But yeah, what you might not know at this point is that these things seem to be emanating like gremlins from the body of the ape. So they seem to be like little pieces of clay face that have popped out of him. So when they're done, they sort of dissipate and reform into him.
I'm picturing like a shredded Muppet.
Right. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it just looks like purple dust and little bits of fur everywhere.
Okay, great. Perfect. That's fine. I'm going to... Someone has to do something about this big old boy here, so I'm going to hit it with a Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You can see... Okay. You whisper... Okay, the target must make a wisdom save. DC is 14. That's your spell save. Or take 3d6 psychic damage.
Well, my spell save is 15, but the spell is 14, so I don't know. I always get confused on how that's ruled.
I think it should be your save.
Yeah,
it should always be yours.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so then 15.
If 15 is your spell save, that's why I brought it up, because I remember there was something like that. So what it says on your sheet as your spell save, that's that. We can check that after session, but I'm pretty sure it is 15. Anyway,
Yep.
It's got to make a wisdom save. It doesn't seem to have anything, any special save thing here, so we're just going to go straight wisdom roll with its modifier. And it makes a 19 on its wisdom save.
Darn. It still takes 3d6 psychic damage.
On a failed save, it takes that.
Yep.
It does half the damage on a successful one.
Target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. Okay, great. So yeah,
Oh, whoops! I wrote.
So roll 3d6. Nice roll. Okay, so it will take 7 psychic damage. It has as you whisper these discordant melody into its brain, you can see the magical notes sort of like transforming in the air and entering its head. It shakes, and it's still on. It's no longer prone, so I can get rid of that marker there. But you can see where its head is forming and reforming and changing position within this cloud. It seems to be shaking like an animal that has like something in its ear. It seems to be having trouble like focusing for a second. So it takes this damage. Yeah, and so it becomes acutely aware of you now, and it turns, and all of you can see it turning and focusing on affinity for the second. It looks like it knows that these attacks are coming from 2 angles now.
You mean the shredded Muppet didn't hide me well enough?
No, yeah, you're
so unfortunate.
You're as they referred to Keira Knightley in the banner ads on Ain't It Cool News for Bend It Like Beckham. Finn is a tomboy beanpole, and as such, she's very tall and cannot fit behind a shredded Muppet. Anything else you'd like to do? Any bonus actions?
Your girl's out of Bardic, so we're just squatting here for now.
All right.
Actually, sorry, I do have a little bit of movement left, so I'm going to go over here.
How long does your darkness last?
My darkness lasts, it's concentration, so I actually think I have to do a roll for that.
Only when you're hit.
Right? Yeah, no.
Yeah, did you take damage?
Yeah.
I did not.
She's
so
not.
Never mind.
She's
I'm good.
feeling free, but doesn't it should have a wait, I can look this up. Darkness.
I think it lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it doesn't
Usually.
last or it lasts a bit. It's not a short spell. Oh, come on.
I have it.
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long ass time.
Oh,
It's
man.
like
So-
a billion years
Okay.
of combat.
So
If
until
we're still in combat.
yeah, exactly. Probably. But basically it lasts until she uses a different concentration spell or takes the hit in terms of combat, because that's a ridiculously long amount of time in D&D combat terms. All right, Kelk, it is your turn.
Okay, I have a couple of questions for you.
Yes, first off, to set the scene, you are perched atop this Ewok treehouse. You're 60 feet in the air. You were 10 feet above the walkway below you. You're currently surrounded with poison gas, giving your elk senses the keen information they need that you should probably get out of here. Move to somewhere, anywhere at this point.
Okay, so question number 1. Are we using the Tasha's falling rule, where if I land on something, we split the damage half-half if he fails a dex save?
Not necessarily, but if you do land... Well, I was gonna homebrew something if you did land directly on something, because I feel like you would take that damage. However, if you're thinking about this ape, it is non-corporeal now. It is like a gaseous cloud. So
I see.
you're taking a risk there that you might just fall through it. Because yeah, it can form into stronger stuff, but it is not exactly, it's not a passing pillow truck that you can just land onto. It is, it looks to be like a field of magic, not that distinct from the poison field with which you are in right now.
Okay. Question 2. If I pick up Ronnie and jump all the way down, can I be the only one to take falling damage?
Yeah, I think that you could probably risk that, depending on how strong you are. I mean, if you took like a natural 1 on that and snapped your legs or some shit like that, I can't.
You'd have to put me down.
Yeah, you'd
Oh
have
my
to
god.
take you out back like Old Yeller. But in this case, yeah. But for theoretically, I don't think in that case Ronnie would take damage, and I could see you scooping Ronnie up with the antlers and just leaping off. I will say though, if that's your plan, and if you're gonna jump down either way, then if you did land on the ape, I would say that would count as an attack on the ape too. So
Okay.
it would take damage. So if you're gonna do it either way, you might as well attempt to hurt it. That's my.
I am definitely going to do that. Ronnie, please hop on. I'll try and keep you safe here.
Immediately.
So you're gonna
Was already going for it.
So sort of as like a bonus action, you're just sort of scooping Ronnie up and just sort of leaping off. Or I guess you're just sort of charging. I don't know if you even have to leap because you're just sort of charging off the roof. And trajectory wise, you were just sort of like, oh gosh, I don't want to do that. So you're jumping off, you charge, tally ho, Ronnie's on top. You're landing directly on the poison ape, right?
Right.
And okay, so you are 60 feet up.
Yeah, so it's 66.
It would be 6d6. So yeah, what happens is basically you fling yourself, make a let's see, I think this is sheer athletics here. Make an athletics check just as you're doing this. Okay, so you fling yourself off this thing and land squarely in on top of this swirling field. He's momentarily distracted by Finn at this point, so he's not going to get the chance to attempt to dodge this. So you're basically slamming down through him, breaking through this tornado, but you're not being like sucked in or applied any force of poison from him directly when you do that, but you do get that exact feeling that, oh shit, I'm also not getting any resistance from him, so I am just going to hit this ground hard. Ronnie, you're gonna feel a little thud, but you are prepped for what's going on, and Kelk has communicated to you that this is what's happening, so you are fine. Right now, you are going to take, this is for Kelk, not for Ronnie, 66, 16 damage. Pretty good.
Okay, not
pretty
bad.
good amount. You're still in.
I thought you said 66, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
You're going to take 666, the devil's number, the devil's rejects. But as a result of that, do you have any ram or charge attacks?
I do, yeah.
Okay, just do a ram or charge attack. Count this as your ram or charge attack on.
Okay.
On.
Perfect.
You did move 20 feet or whatever in a
That
straight
is a
line.
What
very
is
fair
falling?
point.
If not charging with gravity.
Yeah.
Charge it down.
It's WandaVision. I love it. Okay, so this form is not corporeal enough to have a prone state, really, but you are charging it. So just do your regular charge attack from this.
Oh man.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that because you're going through him, this does just sort of auto hit because it's from above.
Fair.
You're not charging past. He was distracted. So just roll your regular damage on this.
Okay, do you want me to still add the 20 feet 2d6 or no because of the shit roll? No, that's the wrong one.
I'm gonna say, what's the ruling on that? It's
If I move at least 20 feet and an attack hits, which, I don't know, the 9, then it adds another 2d6 worth of damage.
Okay, yeah, because you rolled low on that attack roll for this hit, and I'm giving you an auto hit on that, you're not going to get that extra 2d6, just because it was sort of a clumsy landing, and you are just sort of falling through. It wasn't like you aren't getting like a full precision attack with your horns or even with your hooves. You're just sort of like clumsily tumbling towards him. You do manage to land on your feet, but it does hurt your muscles and bones as you stick this landing. But he does take the 13, the full 13, and he isn't even in his new form, it doesn't seem like he has any specific resistance to that.
Perfect. Okay, so that's my bonus action, and I don't think I need to move. I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay, so you are right next to him. For the purposes of this, since you can't be on top of him, we'll have you there.
Right, yeah.
Ronnie, you can position yourself. I mean, you're next anyway, but at the start of your turn, you can position yourself anywhere you would like on Kelk. Anywhere you would like on that Kelk circle, before using your movement. To position, to give you a better sense of what's going on, Kelk and Ronnie, this here is a tree that you're sort of next to. The darkness is above you, and as is this poison field. They're both far enough above you that they cannot hit you or affect you.
Right. Oh, I should also be prone, correct? Isn't that how fall damage works or something? Is there a rule? Something prone?
I don't think... I think if you
but
had
I did
fallen
use my
prone,
movement to get up anyway.
I think if you had fallen prone, then Ronnie would have fallen prone too.
I see.
With your athletics roll and based on my description that I've already given you, you did land on your feet. You just took damage doing it. I don't think it's very natural for an elk to land on its side. Like, it's a four-legged creature.
Fair.
It's a little bit different than I'm like sort of in my head ruling this mountain goat style.
Thank you.
But yeah, I don't think... Yeah, but you're right. You would have just stepped up. It's just an extra bit of lore that we don't necessarily need otherwise. Or not lore, but description. Okay, Ronnie, it's your go.
Well, I'm sure it will come as a surprise to everyone, but Ronnie's going to go ahead and try to hit the ape with their...
Okay. Sounds good. 19.
Hey.
Okay, the ape... Oopsie doopsie. Don't look at that. It's not important. That's not important. Do not look at that. What you saw was nothing.
Oh, what? Who is even...
Okay, so as this attack would definitely hit, right? And you're getting the sense that even now, this thing, because it's taking up more space and it doesn't seem quite as dexterous. Like, it's not as corporeal, so you're not getting a good chunk of this thing, but like it is it's gaseous, right? So it can sort of move and occupy different spaces, but there's so much of it that it's easier to get a piece of it. However, as it sees you coming now, it's facing in this direction. It's going to try to use its phase out ability, which allows it to attempt to dodge an attack by moving its gas away from that, basically creating a space where the attack would have hit. So the way this works is it's going to attempt to roll a d20. If it gets 15 or higher, it can dodge. 2. So it fails. So it used its reaction. That was its reaction this turn. It can no longer do that attack or do that reaction until its next turn, which is actually coming up soon. But yeah, it will take that damage. Please roll damage for that battle axe hit. You can see it trying to move the gas out of the way. It's not fast enough. Okay, 9 slashing damage.
And I'll take another swing.
Okay. That'll hit. You're just cleaving this gas. It's just You can feel you're slicing into magical energy. There's a very slight resistance there at its core, but it is basically like swinging away at a weird miasma rather than an actual creature. And that'll take another 11 off of it with another slice. It's sort of making ape-like noises, but they are sort of like muted by this as the sound sort of moves through this. It's almost like all of its cells are making small sounds that combine to a larger one.
I think that, like, sort of like, I don't know, I can't think of like what scene. It feels like a Han Solo energy, but like Randy's also being like, "Hell, is this scarab doing anything? You're keeping an eye on when that needs to happen, right?"
Yes. Next time.
Great. Just whacking, like wafting it with the broad part of the axe.
As you look at
I'm on it.
the thing is still in your mouth, Kel. And it's you can't really see whether it's doing anything or not, but it hasn't been like moving or reacting. Right?
Yeah, I totally didn't almost swallow it when falling 60 feet.
Yeah, you probably could have. So it is now Oz's turn. Oz, you blink back into this plane, correct?
Yep. Oz flickers back into existence.
Oz suddenly appears next to you and Yorkus Way. Oz, you are still in cover right now at 3/4 cover, +5 to your AC at where you are, but it is difficult terrain. You're on the edge of these woods in some brush. Isn't there a thing where you can choose where to return, though?
Yeah,
he
I think
can
you have, like, a
return
30
within
foot?
10 feet of where he
10
disappeared
foot.
from.
Gotcha. Right,
But
right.
he's just gonna reappear here. He likes the spot.
Okay.
Hypothetically, if I say catapulted something, can I do that and not hit friendlies?
You can do that and not hit friendlies. However, I'm gonna say,
I guess, would there be an item like around here-ish where it wouldn't pass through friendly space?
well, it's not the matter of friendlies. I'm worried about this tree over here and trying to figure out, because the tree is so tall. I think, yeah, so long as you can make it past the limbs, you should be able to, thread the needle between a limb at the elbow of the limb and hit the ape. It's a little bit tight, but you know your magic well enough that you think you can do it.
Yeah, Ozzy has used catapult quite a few times. All right, Big Monkey needs to make a dex saving throw, DC 14.
DC 14, okay.
Ozzy is using his last coconut.
22.
Consider the coconut.
The ape manages to create a hole, and the coconut sails straight through it, clunking into the ground behind.
It keeps going 90 feet. Does that mean it hits a tree and smashes?
Yes. Yeah,
Not
rather than hitting the ground,
Would
because
a smashed coconut be distracting for an ape?
It definitely distracts these two chimps up here, who are suddenly startled by the noise. They don't really have a clear shot, a clear vantage because of the poison cloud, as well as the, I guess, they're not as strong and in control of the situation, so they're sort of blocked from view of that and just sort of trying to look down at what's going on between the trees and the cloud. They're having a hard time. They just suddenly hear a noise to the side.
Okay, well, with that, Ozzy flickers back into the ethereal plane, just giving way a shrug like, I tried.
Okay.
You did good, Oz.
All right, the poison ape's turn. It is going to basically move this cloud down to the ground on top of you guys.
Fuck.
And it is then going to try to do Skullcracker on Kel. So it's going to basically form its arms and its head. They suddenly become corporeal out of this this gas into physical ape limbs and face, and it's going to grab you by the horns and smash its own head into you, or at least attempt to. 17 will hit.
Does hit. Yeah.
Grabs.
Can I do my Valor Shield while on him?
Yeah, I mean, you're super close. He's big, remember? So you should be able to do that.
Right. Sure.
Up to
I'll
you,
do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will do it.
So
And
you're
that
gonna
is
take
less
the
than
hit.
my
Yeah, and so it
AC
halves this,
by
whatever this damage is, will be halved by Valorous Shield. Okay, so instead, as it's reaching towards Kel's antlers, Ronnie jumps in the way and will block one of the arms, but gets their other arm grabbed by the ape's arm, and these big, like magical palms. Basically, one reaches out and headbutts your head to head, soccer
go to
riot style.
headbutt the ape.
And let's see how much damage this does. 11, so you will take 5 bludgeoning as a result of that. That was a good move. Okay, so that was the ape's. That was the ape's turn, and okay, the chimps are going to run down, climb down this tree, and attempt to investigate what that sound was over here. And they find a coconut, and they each take a half and try to place it on their head, but it sort of falls through their gaseous bodies. Meanwhile, the large ape gets annoyed at them and is starting to bark orders at them to attack you guys, and so they refocus and sort of move in this general direction. Okay, it's Yorkus's turn. Oz, I can offer you healing, but I don't know where you've run off to. Bother.
You could ready it. Ronnie else.
Right.
Yeah, he's kind of been doing this for a bit.
He's going to go into cover right here, and he's going to ready a action to pass Oz a greater healing potion when he reappears at that moment. So remind me when that happens if I forget.
To administer.
Not to administer, to just pass it to him of his own. He would ask Oz, but Oz is currently in a different dimension right now. Okay. It is now Wei's turn. Wei, you currently, from your vantage point here, let's go corner to corner. In this corner, you can see the ape.
So is it the gas that would be obscuring the ape because the darkness is above the tree, correct?
Yes, the gas is not a smoke cloud of thickness. It is translucent, or it's yeah, isn't that the right word? Where it's like hazy, so you can see through it, but it is not clear. You know, it's like a film.
Hazy. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you what I want to do, and we can decide the action economy, because I think this is gonna take 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
When Kel and Ronnie leave, I want to fire off the bolts, but before I fire off the bolts, I want to use Fabian's favor to ask him if he can give me a light. He has smoked in my ears. I think that's returning the favor. He owes
The
me
least
one.
he can do.
That's
Exactly.
true. All right. He's going to whisper back to you. I should be able to do that. I only have so much magic that I can expend. I'm not quite as powerful as I once was. Are you sure this is what you want to use this on?
I just want one shot.
Very well. You see him appear next to you so that only you can see him, and he sort of like gives you a thumbs up, and on his thumb there's like a little lighter flame on it. At your ready.
Yeah, I turn to him and nod, forgetting that Yorkus is in full view and can like see what's going on, and I kind of just hunker down and kind of sniper in position, ready for Kel to move.
So at their action, yeah, you're going to basically when they leave the circle, you're going to fire at them.
Yes.
That's the thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You see Yorkus looking over. It seemed, but he's a little bit more preoccupied. He gets sort of the vibe that you're conjuring or readying some sort of magical something. He doesn't know what's going on. He's more scared of the overall situation. Is not too concerned with what you're doing right now. Okay. And you're gonna stay there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Finn, it's your go. Sort of out in the open now. You've got a clear view of the ape.
Right. Let me try to math. Okay. I'm gonna scoot over this way. Would having my friends in front of this ape put any disadvantage on a boomerang throw?
No, because you would be able to curve that.
Okay. Sick. All right, I'm gonna try to whack it then.
Okay.
Dazzle it, even.
Dazzling boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Damn it.
Even with its massive size, the boomerang sort of whiffs and buzzes around the circle, nearly hitting one of the chimps instead, and then comes back. So it does miss.
Okay. So, Okay. Well, I also tried, much like Oz.
It's hard to hit something made of gas.
I'm trying to I swear I know how sneak attack works. I just want to make sure. No, I think I need to be next to it too.
No, you can get sneak attack with a ranged attack as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So long as either if you have advantage or if you have a friend in melee range, which you do. So if that had hit,
I sure do.
That would have been qualified for sneak attack. However, you miss, so you do not get sneak attack on that damage. Sneak attack is like bonus damage on top of a hit.
Right, okay. That makes sense.
But you do have, your cunning action, which would allow you to bonus action dash, disengage,
bonus action hide.
Or hide, yeah. And you do have some options over here in this roughage as well. It's pretty much more bushes like on the other side as well, too, if you want to grab some extra cover.
So far, though, my role has been distraction. So I'm comfy in between these two.
Okay.
In between these two bushes.
You're not in cover
for
right now, but if you stepped into these, you would be. Just letting you know. Okay. Kel, it is your go. Ronnie is still on your back.
Okay. Immediately, I'm going to move 20 feet away, which is here. So right out of the circle, and I guess Ronnie comes with.
Okay, you're going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
This is a reaction, but it had its turn between then, so it gets its reaction back. So it's going to try to perform another Skullcracker on you. It will hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Oh.
For
Oof.
7 bludgeoning.
Oh.
So you take 7 bludgeoning as you are escaping. Now, as you move out of that area, Wei is going to light his crossbow bolt that is currently plugged into the crossbow, and he's going to fire directly at the ape.
Aw, man.
It narrowly
No.
misses and sails past, hitting the ground around here, and sizzling, but not causing a major fire. Fabian's going to turn to you and be like, "We could give it another go. You've got another one, right?"
I got another one, yeah.
Yorkus does take note of that. Like, wait, what? Who's he talking? Okay, Kel, it is your turn still.
Okay, fuck. You know what? I have another wild shape charge. Ronnie, do you want to hop off? I'm charging back in.
No,
Or
I'll
do you
jump
wanna come
off on
with?
the other side.
Okay. I will immediately do a 180 and charge right back in.
Okay.
Ram.
Is Ronnie getting off now
the wrong
or
sheet.
later?
No, Nada.
Oh,
Now we're
thank
later.
Natural
God.
20. You ram the thing. Roll damage for incredible hit.
That's
Doing-
another
doing-
2d6.
Doing
So that's 24 damage?
24 damage to this thing. You charge into it, striking at the core of its magic, and as it had just been reforming, you get some really severe stabs at it with your antlers on the arms and face. And yeah, you can tell as it howls and its cells sort of rumble with this ape, like, you get the sense that it is definitely in pain.
Hell yes. And for my bonus action, I'm going to do the thingy where I use a spell slot to heal. So 3rd level spell slot, that's what, 3d8? Fuck. Yes, 3d8.
Okay, so you heal up for that amount. Wait, what is that ability you're using? Just curious.
It's part of combat wild shape. I can just use a spell slot to heal up. It doesn't have a name. It's just part of wild shape.
Just
How much
druid bullshit.
movement
that
do you
a-
have left?
That was 20 back, 20 in, 40 feet.
You still have 40 feet, so you have 80 total.
No, I used 40 feet. I should still have 20 feet to go.
As you are re-entering this cloud, you get the sense that staying within it is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, that's actually a good call. 20 feet. Can I circle? I could.
You could go back
Kind
the
of.
way you came.
Oh, that's true. No reaction.
But then
No
I
reaction.
can't hit.
Yeah, but
You can
Um,
drop Ronnie now.
Yeah,
okay.
you go that way,
Toodles.
Ronnie's gonna jump on.
Okay, so 20 feet is that. Hell yeah.
Okay. You feel a little bit awkward leaving Ronnie in this cloud of poison, but the look of resolve on Ronnie's face lets you know that they have a plan.
Take your swing and run out.
It's not a great plan.
But remember, this thing's in your mouth, so it's more run out. Okay, Ronnie, it's your go.
All right. Well, we'll start with our swings.
Miss. You swing the battle axe and miss. The second one will hit. Oh, for 13 slashing. Okay, so you take a mighty cleave at this magical core of this thing, again hitting its right arm, which recoils in horror and in visceral pain.
So, my last superiority die. Why not?
To get another attack in?
No, I don't get another attack, but I'll just add some more to do a push attack. So give it a strength saving throw.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, that'll do it. Throw another 8 on that damage.
Nice. Okay. For max damage on that. And yes, you managed to just put a little bit of extra oomph in there with your fighter strength and slice down the side into where the veins of the arm would be if it was a flesh beast.
And then look it out of here.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to escape without taking any poison damage from this cloud. Okay, so it is Oz blinking back into existence right now. As soon as you reappear, Oz, are you going to appear in the same spot?
Yep.
I guess you could see what was happening from the ethereal plane, so you can sort of see that Yorkus was going to help you, right?
Oh, Yorkus, yes. What's happening to the ape? No.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, so as soon as you pop back, Yorkus is going to hand you a greater healing pot, just in case.
Ooh, I realized I kind of messed up.
That's okay.
He was supposed to make a strength saving throw with the ram attack, and then that might have given Ronnie advantage to
No,
to
because
get
he
on the
can't go
attack.
prone.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because he's a cloud
okay.
now. So yeah, I consider that.
Oz nods when Yorkus hands him the potion. Oz looks like he has been, getting himself ready to cast a spell from the ethereal plane. Watching Waylon shoot fiery bolts gave him inspiration. But I'm gonna make a quick wisdom saving throw to see if Oz realizes something and if he cares.
Okay.
Nice.
Oz realizes it but doesn't care. All right, fireball time. Centered right there. And then everything in a 20-foot radius is going to catch fire.
Okay.
We love to see it.
In a 20-foot radius, so that means some of the forest as well. So basically,
Yeah,
this
that is
bush...
what Oz just rolled for.
Okay,
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, Oz is about to start a forest fire.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, it doesn't. Does the bolt with the doused oil also contribute to this?
Yeah, it does. Even though it's just smoldering on the ground right now, it also, because it's doused in oil, is also going to just help. It's going to make this ape specifically take a little extra damage. How much damage would it have done if it had struck?
So, additional 5 fire damage from the burning oil.
Okay, so it's going to add 5 fire damage onto that. So these 3
Ooh.
have to make a DC 14. Is that your spell save? 14?
Yep, and
Okay.
it's half damage on a save.
Right. Okay, so here is the ape's attempt at the save.
Oz finally rolled well on fireball.
Yeah, that's a big one. That is big ape makes it save. Little one, it shouldn't have disadvantage there, but little one rolls 16, makes a save, and the other one fails the save. Okay, so the one that gets burned with the oil basically just explodes and
Chain reaction.
Oh, please.
Yeah, it does explode and hit its friend, but it explodes in a cloud of poison as opposed to like a force or fire blast. So it is just dead, and the others, you can tell, are, since they're made of poison, are just immune to poison damage, so they sort of flinch, but that one just sort of explodes. However, before I tabulate damage on the others, I'm just going to start creating this fire. that Oz has just created. And so we're gonna see basically like this area here. It shouldn't be purple, but
It's being ignited by the gas.
I was watching the forest catch fire and the chimps exploding, fades back into the ethereal plane with a little bit of a smile on his face. He has totally forgotten about the greater healing potion that is tucked into his belt.
So this fire is happening in these areas at present.
Ooh.
Okay. So 35
Ronnie
will be
and
34, which will be 17. So each of these takes 17 damage. The chimp is looking really bad at this point. It's barely in its full form anymore. It's basically a wisp of a chimp at this point. The poison, the big Umberlox poison ape is still going strong in its ethereal gaseous form. This is 17 damage. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, Oz fades back. It is now the poison ape's turn. It is going to attempt to wait. What is its? Oh, okay. Oh, can't go that way because there's a fire over there. Okay, that really denies it. And it can't really leap because it's in this weird form. So what it's going to do is move the gas cloud onto you guys, right? Then
Rude,
it's going to throw a gas ball at Kel. Will hit for 14 poison. And then is going to...
I'm gonna use my reaction to lower that damage. Sorry, what's my thing again?
Isn't that if it's under 10?
No, that's the thing that I get to heal from. This is just my fighting style. D10 plus.
Oh, by the way, does the fireball doesn't interact with the gas cloud in any way, right? Like it doesn't.
No, it's
ignite
poison.
it or
It's not
anything?
like methane. It's just pure poison.
I see. Okay.
So reduce by 7.
Okay, so 7 poison damage.
The poison having come over, also, I think they'll look up and be like, "Are we going back in?"
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna land here. You can see it's making a hasty retreat, leaving the chimp in its wake, and you're not sure exactly where it's going, but it seems to be, actively trying to create space between you guys. It basically runs through the fire as the fire begins to converge in the area in between you and it, and it leaps over a fallen tree and heads toward another part of this area. At this point, it is Gassy Chimp's turn. Gassy Chimp will move up to Oddish or Kelk, and Will
Just because I can heal now doesn't mean...
You're the biggest target.
Everyone poke Kelk.
And you're the only one who, if they go down, this is my meta DM thing, doesn't really go down. So, poison claw attack, slicing at you. 23 will hit.
Hits.
For 3 slashing and 3 poison.
Okay.
And you took that other damage for that 7 too as well, right?
Yeah. It was reduced by Ronnie's 4, correct?
Reduced
Or
by
wait.
7, because it's the D10 plus my
It was-
proficiency.
Yeah, so it was 7 total
Ah.
damage because it was 14 and it got halved, basically. Okay, it's Yorkus's turn. I can fire at the ape, but will it explode?
At the ape or the chimp?
Apes, chimps, what's the difference? The little one.
The little one will. Yes, we think it
Oh,
will
yeah.
explode. It might be fine. I mean, it might be worth it, but yeah, probably it'll explode.
I won't do it unless you
Take
tell me
it.
to do it, Kel.
I can take it.
Very well.
Take the shot.
Okay, so Yorkus is going to move up with Priscilla and try to make an ink shot on it, an ink shot that'll go ink viral. 5, 10.
Hey,
Hey. Well, how far away does he have to be? Okay, he's gonna move here. You can do that, right? 10. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Roll20, for these wonderful tools. Where do we get those wonderful tools? Okay. It's gonna make an ink viral shot. 1. It should hit, right? Yes, it does. For 2 acid damage. Is that how does Chimpy have? Yeah, he does. So it only takes 1 damage. 1
oh
damage.
my goodness.
It doesn't seem to be working.
You
Good
can
shot.
do that a couple times, right? I swear.
It doesn't. He's checking to see if it's going to get blinded, but it doesn't seem like it can be blinded.
Oh man.
But he's going to shoot
Yay.
again.
Second time's the charm.
It barely hits, but it still does. For 6 acid, which gets reduced to 3. So this thing is still barely just sort of like Oz, flickering in and out of existence, sort of merging with this poison cloud around it. I'm sorry, that's all I can do. Yorkus is stuck
You did
there.
great.
Way, it is your go. You've got a clear ID on the chimp, but I believe that the other ape is now long out of your view because of the darkness between you.
Okay, so the ape is in the tree.
The ape is stepping over a fallen log, basically. It is still on the
Okay.
ground at present.
So, but isn't the darkness above in the tree?
Yeah, the darkness is about, I think we said 30 feet up.
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct. You're correct. My bad. However, if I can move this briefly, there is a lot of tree cover, like a lot of standing
Okay.
Right.
trees in between, so it is still, because of the trees itself, you don't have a you don't have a good shot from where you're at.
Okay. Is this my last difficult terrain, and then I'm home free?
Yes, you have 1 step out of difficult terrain there, and then you can move regular. So you're basically 10, and then you get rest of your 20, unless you're dashing,
Okay.
in which case you get more.
Okay, then I'm gonna move there. Oh, hello, Grabby. What was it, here? No, I think it was here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to go for the ape again.
Okay. Yeah, you should have a straight shot from where you're at, 75 feet. The flames are flickering over that, but you can shoot over them because they are only about 2 feet high at this point.
Okay.
Okay, so an 8 is the shot. The shot will miss, flying over and striking this part here, causing another little bit of fire to appear.
Oobly.
The arson is not working.
On the ground level there.
Can I do one more crossbow attack, or is that my action?
You have 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can take a second
I just wanted
attack.
to be sure.
Wait, doesn't crossbow has reload, though, so you can't.
Yes. Okay. Then I need to get rid of my crossbow.
You could
Should get a
do
gun.
another attack, but it would have to be like a thrown weapon or some, it couldn't be.
In the case, I want to pull a fin, and I got I picked up a dagger semi recently. Can I dagger throw at Chimpy over here?
Sure.
Do it.
So proud.
I learned it from you. Can I? Let me see. That would also be a dex, and I think I'm technically proficient. Can we just have me roll the crossbow and say that, pretend it's a dagger, because I don't have a dagger stat on me? If I roll my bardic, can I add my bardic to it?
Yes.
A dagger is 1d4 plus 2 piercing.
8.
Lamau.
Okay, so that misses as well. Wade not getting good on the rolls. Still kind of knocked around, a little bit discombobulated, and misses the dagger throw. The dagger
How much blood loss?
The dagger will land somewhere around here.
So kind of in that vicinity?
What's that?
In that vicinity with the arrows where you were pointing? That's where the dagger landed?
The dagger landed right here. It's a little gray sponge.
Oh! Gotcha.
Okay, that's the end of your turn, right? So, Finn, it's your go. You're in a poison field right now. You're starting to cough a little bit. You feel like you should probably get out of there.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna hippity hop over here, which is technically out of it, right?
Yeah, you're you just step next to the poison. Actually, no, you're still slightly in it at that point.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of have to be to do what I want to do, because, the last thing you want is a monkey to pick up a knife. So we're gonna...
I mean, you could attack and then maybe, bonus disengage or something.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. We'll do that. But first, we're gonna stabby stab.
Okay, that will hit.
Nice.
For 7 piercing. The ape explodes.
Oh shit, sorry. I forgot they did that.
You can't really disengage with an explosion.
Hitting both of you. You guys have to make a both of you make a 5-foot radius.
It was a dex.
con save.
Wasn't it a dex throw?
Yeah, I think I edited this stat block as well. This
So
is
con
a
save.
this is a
Am I within the aura of Way's aura? I can't really tell with the grid the way it is in the poison cloud, but
I think you're 15 instead of 10.
wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that.
am I
Hey,
in
thank you for
Way's
the follow,
aura?
whoever that is, James Neutron. Good luck, have fun with the rest of the fight. Hope to catch you all later. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I didn't see we had people chatting along. Apologies. Hey, Pug, welcome in. Hey, everyone who's been chatting. Been focused on the game. Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, James.
I
Okay.
am just out. Well,
You are what?
I think I'm just out of the aura.
Yeah, you're not in the aura. You're not in the aura. Because it is a 15... No, it's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah,
And...
it's like that.
Actually, no, yeah. You're just in, right? Because this circle is part of you. So
Right.
you are.
Oh, hell yeah. So I add 4 to that?
Yeah.
So
4,
16.
16. Okay, so you make the save. And that means you take 5 damage, 5 poison damage, and you are not poisoned. Finn, you also made the save and take 5 damage. Neither of you is poisoned. However, Finn, you are still standing in the poison cloud that the giant ape made.
Right, I would like to hashtag disengage.
You don't even need to because you killed the guy who was next to you, so you can just walk away.
Oh,
Just step
perfect.
backwards a little bit.
Goodbye.
Yep.
I'm gonna hide comfortably next to this fire.
Okay. Um. And okay, Kel, it is your turn.
Okay, I am. Okay, scooping up Ronnie is a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I really need that bonus action to heal. But also,
Can it be my reaction or my bonus action?
You can spend your
Like to-
reaction if you want.
Sure. I
okay,
will
neat.
my reaction for that.
Yeah, as Kel turns to leave, you grab on the antlers and swing on their back. You're now reactionless, but
Okay, perfect. Let me just roll my healing first. Perfect. Love to see it.
Nice.
nice.
Why didn't I know I could do this before? Okay, so 15 plus 15 is 30. And then... so the trees are difficult terrain, right? So I need to kind of stay between them.
Yes. Those are
Okay, so I
bushes
need
on
to,
the outskirts.
come down here. I think I... Okay, so I have 60 feet of movement. Could you guide me through this?
Actually, you could... I would say you could go here to here. Is that where you want to go?
I would ideally like to bonk him, but
Oh, okay.
Well, wouldn't that reach with a bonk?
This will get you into
well,
the
it would be like the
fire,
lower
though.
right part of my circle, yeah.
Okay, wait. If we start from here.
Kelk doesn't need to be that close. Kelk's pretty big.
This is true.
Yeah. Okay, so you could do something like this and be at 55. However, you're gonna have to make a dexterity check to leap over this fire, because as you get into this area here, your sides will be, being lit by these flames, basically.
Okay. Dex 14.
Okay, you easily leap over the flames, which are not very large, and make your way
Yeah.
here, bonking him.
You know, I wouldn't really mind being a flaming elk running up to him and hitting him, but you know.
That'd be sick.
Okay, ram attack. 20.
Woo!
Not a natural, but
Wow, nice.
15 bludgeoning. plus another
Okay, he
3
takes
hits.
the
Oh wow.
the
17.
thing, gets sort of knocked forward as he's stepping over this thing. Okay. It looks like all the gassy chimps are down, right?
Yeah.
So I can remove them from the turn order. Okay. So, yeah, you hit him. He can't be knocked prone at this point. He's just sort of floating over this thing. Yeah, you take a sizable chunk out of him, but he's still up
Okay,
and going.
perfect. That's everything.
Okay, great. Ronnie, it's your turn.
Swingity swing.
Swiggity swoot.
Okay,
And
7.
another swing.
Okay, both hit.
Nice.
19.
Nice.
Are you adding anything onto that?
No. But I will bonus action drink a regular potion.
as you take your second swing, you feel like you cleave into something that is at the essence, the core of this thing's being, and shatters something. And it begins, the gas all around you begins to burble like the top of a cauldron on fire. And the purplish gas begins to change. This gas cloud over here begins to do the same, begins to turn to ash, almost bubbling and decaying and looking like it's burning in the air, turning into a smoke. Oh wait, Finn, you took a hit before, right? So you need to make a con save to see if your darkness stays up.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
Okay, it fails.
It sure does not.
So this is gone. Okay. So
What?
I guess it was 20 feet up.
20? Oh, listen.
Surprise!
We couldn't see it because it was dark.
It's not
Okay.
my fault.
So the ape's form suddenly becomes shadowy. You can feel like there were ethereal wisps around it as it moved into this tornado form that made it feel, very mystical and strange. Now it seems to be imbued with pure darkness, where its fists and face are now formed clearly visible, its eyes turning a shade of bright red, almost demonic, and its hands have become claw-like and hardened. Its face almost looks angular and like it is like onyx, like taking on a rock-like form too. It is still, the rest of its body is still this like shadowy gas, but its arms have now hardened, and it looks like its armor has gotten a bit stronger. But it looks like it's moved in from its first transition out of its normal state of being into what Kel. It looks like now you're starting to piece
Shadow is
together.
taking over.
Yeah, exactly. That tornado form must have been some sort of fey form, and this is its new shadow form that it is currently entering into.
I'd love to say that, but my mouth is full. Does the thing in my mouth do anything?
Not yet. It isn't reacting or responding yet.
Okay.
At this point, as it's changing forms, it is also going to spew out another gassy chimp next to it,
Nor.
standing here, which will roll for initiative, because it's rejoining the fight after its last one. And it gets a 2007. So we'll go just after Yorkus. Okay, so even the poison, the gassy chimps seem to have taken on a more shadowy form. They look like they are jet black shadows with white eyes. You don't notice any other power changes in them, just at a cursory glance, but you do get the sense that they are deeply tied to this ape's nature. At this point, Ronnie has chugged the healing pot and is feeling a bit better. That's the end of your turn, correct, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Okay. Oz, it is now your go. You blink back into existence. Targets aren't in immediate visibility of you.
All right. I'm gonna say Oz is gonna flicker back into existence. Let's say right there.
Okay.
He kind of looks around. York is like, where did they go?
They've moved further in. I think to escape that fire that you caused.
I mean, I can make more fire.
Yes,
And
well,
Oz is gonna go run down this way.
Okay.
Is that the right one? I think that was the right one.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And Ozzy is gonna hit the ape with the firebolt because it has changed form, so he needs to feel out sort of if anything's changed.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you shoot the firebolt, and it deflects the firebolt out of the air with one of its armored wrists.
If it's a miss, I would like to use a luck point.
Yeah, you can use a luck point.
Oh, that's just worse.
But it still deflects it. In spite of that luck. Okay,
If
that's
it is deflecting the beam away, is it shooting up or is it hitting the woods under it?
It sort of knocks it over here and it hits the brush there, but it does not. Something about the way it deflected, it bounced off of the of its wrist and its armor seems to have made it not as potent anymore. So it's not going to catch fire in this instance.
Ozzy just makes frustrated, disappointed, grumbly noise and does not return to the ethereal plane.
Okay, gotcha. It is the poison
He's just standing there
turn.
grumbling to himself.
Does he know he's not in the ethereal plane? Or he's just like, no one can see me. I'll grumble.
Yeah, probably the latter.
The fire is spreading at this point. As we enter the next round. The ape is going to attempt to use its newly formed shadowy arms against you, Kel. Or actually, maybe... I think it knows that Kel is perhaps too big for it, but Ronnie is a little bit easier to grab, perhaps.
Does it have reach?
Let's see. It's oh wait, this is an interesting thing. This is a ranged weapon attack because it can fire its arms out from its body.
Oh wow.
In this form.
Holy shit.
But it's in melee range of Kel?
But it's in melee range of Kel, so that would be at disadvantage. So it's not going to do that because that would cause it too much disadvantage. So instead, it is going to attempt to do a Skullcracker on you, Ronnie.
Which it can hit me.
Only 4 bludgeoning, though. And then is going to attempt to... it's going to attempt to move out of range. Ronnie, you've already used your
my reaction.
Actually, you used your reaction, and then it was your turn afterward, so you get your reaction back. So both of you can make an attack of opportunity on it.
I can go. Nope.
Okay, that'll miss.
I get a ram attack technically, right? Not with the plus. Oh wow, never mind.
Okay, those will
We're
both
both
miss.
just stunned by this horrible transaction.
As you're getting ready to ram, your foot gets caught in a dying part of this fallen tree and gets stuck, which does not give you the momentum you need. Okay, wait, let me want to do this correctly. 5, 10. Actually, his body is here, so 10, 20. So it gets here about 25, and then it climbs up like 15 feet. So it is currently climbing this tree up here.
Oh,
Not
boy.
again.
So it's about 15 feet off the ground, which would make it not really near where it needs to go, but it's getting there. And you can see it just sort of clawing into the wood, ripping bark off with these like massive, like jagged, almost stone-like claws. It is now Yorkus's turn. He's going to think about running forward, but he's a little bit antsy about the fire. And he's going to dive into this bush and say, I'm going to hang back. If anyone needs healing, come to me. Okay, Gassy Chimp is just going to claw at Kelk.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Oh.
For 2 slashing, 3 poison. Way, it is your go.
Okay. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna pop over here and pick up my knife. Oh,
Yep. Okay, knife acquired.
okay, sick. And then I want to try and crossbow this guy again, and then I'll knife him.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that'll hit.
Sick.
5 piercing. Okay. So yeah, you shoot a bolt through it. It hangs for a bit in the air and then drops as the ape shrieks out. Now you can throw your dagger.
All right.
Okay, that'll miss.
Funky name.
Sailing
Okay.
past and sort of striking the ground over here. Beautifully drawn. Okay. Finn, it is your go. The fire is
All right.
closing in around you. It's getting a bit hot and a bit higher. It's now about 4 feet tall.
4 feet tall? Okay.
Yeah, it's getting harder to see over it as the smoke comes off of it.
I'm gonna go around, which will bring me about here, methinks, and then
Through the difficult
we're gonna
terrain?
Is that difficult terrain if I hop through the flames here?
Hop through
I'm
the
going
flames?
around. I'm going around the fire, so I was here, right? And then I'm going like one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going like
totally.
this. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wow, it must be really
I
hot.
thought you meant on this side.
Oh
Okay.
no. And then I'm going to try to hit Big Boy with another Dissonant Whispers, because he didn't like that.
Cure wounds. You're going to cure the ape? Okay. He receives the cure.
No.
No, it's a touch spell, so he can't. He refuses. Dissonant Whispers is a wisdom save, or 3d6. So he's going to make that wisdom for 15. He fails, so he's going to take the full 3d6.
Sweet. Oops. Hold on.
What's the range on Dissonant Whispers?
I think it's 60.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, come on.
Okay, so he takes the 10 psychic damage and sort of shakes, almost loses his grip for a second, slides a little, but then regains where he was at in this thing. Isn't there a second effect if he must use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you?
God, nerds.
Okay, so it's going to move higher
Forgot
into the
about that.
tree. And it is going to give itself some cover inside this hut. So it's currently inside the hut, obscured from your guys' view.
I see. I have made everything worse. I am so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
I also forgot about that. So I was like, ah,
Hmm.
there.
Okay. No bonus actions. Or I guess you could dash.
I could dash.
There's also, remember, there's a tree house there. You could go up the tree house that way.
Could I make it like
What's
into the treehouse?
with a dash? You would be
Using all your dashes, it's 90 feet, right?
If you add a
Like your
dash,
cutting
isn't that
action.
plus 30?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
don't you have a
that's-
cutting action dash too?
No, but you already used
I
your
think
attack.
this would be my
So it
yeah,
wouldn't
this
be
would
double.
be my
Wouldn't be double dash. It would be an extra
Yeah.
30. So you would make it. Let me do the math on this. It takes. What is it? Oh shit. It's like 60 feet to get up this thing. So from here, you would get like to here. So a little bit up treehouse.
Okay.
on the
Yeah,
inside.
we're gonna start
Okay,
We're
I'll just
start doing
move you
that.
there.
Like, this fight so much like running back and forth. Ah, shit.
No, come back.
I don't know what's a good cover. I want to give it this. And you this too, because you're both inside currently. Okay. Kelk, your turn.
Okay. Oz sculpts spells, right? So even if we're in the hut, things should be fine. I'm just gonna dash to give myself 120 feet of movement.
Mhm.
So then that's 35, 55 plus 60 to do that spiral thing up. Should give me like just at the top, right?
What your full movement is 60? And then
My full movement is 60, so dashing gives
Dashing.
me 120.
yeah. Yeah, it takes 60 to get up. If it takes you in there, yeah, you would be in the
Right.
same room as him, basically.
Okay, perfect. And then Ronnie can swing.
It's
next
sort
turn.
of like on the stairwell coming in, and you're both like giant things inside this tiny hut at this point. So
Lovely.
it's gonna be like it's gonna be a little bit. You're more like here on top
Kel
of him,
just-
yeah, coming up this thing.
Here's in the
Also,
hut.
two things need to happen to make this happen. First off,
Okay, okay.
you're gonna take an attack of opportunity from
right.
Poison Claw. That should hit, right? For 14. It's your- that-
That should, yeah.
for 7 total, 2 slashing, 5 poison. As you go up here, make a well, you're that's not really a save, but you can tell this is broken. These staircases here,
Right.
coming up. So you can negotiate this however you would like. Probably the easiest way is to do like an athletics or acrobatics jump up there.
I will
so-
do a jump.
Natural
Oh,
24.
yeah.
Okay, so you jump up and you charge up these stairs. Ronnie, skillfully, you guys are working in unison now. Managed to make it up here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, very skillfully. And it's actually a really rickety thing, but you managed to hit it in just the right places, so you're not even damaging it, so other people will be able to use it should they wish to. And yeah, you make it up all of the way, and because you got that natural 20, you're sort of like on the bridge in between. So you've got like you're like right in front of him. Ronnie is right in front of you. This fire is far below you right now, so it does not. It's slowly creeping up, but it is you're not in any immediate danger right now.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action hidden step.
Okay,
And
become
so like I
invisible.
fade I fade out. It looks like Ronnie's
So
just floating in midair,
Ronnie's
I
Wonder
suppose.
Woman right now. Okay, so yeah, you're invisible right now, which gives your attacks advantage, right? And attacks
Yes,
against you
and attacks
disadvantage.
against me disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great. And then it's Ronnie's turn.
I guess Ronnie will. Yeah, just. I think they might be like, oh, Kel's hiding, so maybe they will.
I'm full blue.
What? Jump down. So that it's not incredibly obvious where he is. And
I mean, it's still pretty obvious because it ran up. Kel ran in there and then turned invisible. So you
Right,
don't
this
need
is true.
to.
All right, then I'm gonna stay there until you say otherwise, just so that if
No,
we
you
move,
can hang out. Flying feels cool, I bet. Even if you know that you're just riding an elk.
I'm gonna get a
It
free
looks
imitation.
cool to other people.
All right. Hell yeah. Oh well, I don't know. You tell me.
You swing and it definitely hits. You get a chunk of you chip into this stone with just all your might, the stone arms. Yeah, roll for damage. Okay, 6. It's hard, but you manage to make a crack. You make another crack into the other arm, and you do the same. You found a weak spot in those arms, almost like gauntlets. You're cracking them to their core.
All right, 20 hit.
Yeah, 20 will hit. So that is a total of 15 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, and all right. So yeah, you were basically cracking at the stone, these onyx gauntlets that it's wearing, cracking into them and causing it serious pain. It seems to be backed into a corner now. It was trying to create some space, but you guys have easily closed the gap. Oz, it is your turn. The ape is currently out of view. It's about 50 feet up in the air in this tree house, and it's within this hut, making it very difficult to see from your current angle.
Well, don't worry. You said the ape is stone, correct? You'd say that's pretty heavy, right?
Yes, it's a gaseous cloud, and then it has these like sort of like Rayman floating limbs and a floating head coming out of this shadowy cloud. Is how it looks right now. The best way.
How sturdy would you say the floor of the hut is? Like, say if it suddenly got hit with a fire spell that does a decent amount of damage, would hypothetically it collapse under the ape?
I think
this,
it
stone of an ape.
I think it would collapse eventually, but not immediately, because these are old structures. However, they are well built that have stood the test of time. Without a perception check, you're not sure exactly why that is, or an investigation of the area. But and there is a spiral staircase beneath it, so it would have a thing that wouldn't allow it to fall too far without landing somewhere. Too. However, you could set the side for just the top of this hut ablaze, but that would also cause difficulties for your companions who are up above this treeway right near it.
Is Ozzy able to see any of the base of the hut, or is it completely covered by the staircase?
It is it would be fully exposed, but there are trees around it. The staircase itself spirals around the outside of the trunk of one of the largest trees, but the staircase itself is not fully enclosed on this one. It is just surrounded by tight-knit trees that make it a little bit difficult to get up if you're an elk.
How flammable does the base of the tree look?
I mean, it's all super flammable. Anywhere in these this is a sturdy tree, but it would catch fire. All this stuff is surrounded by cracked and dried brush, making it all super flammable too.
All right. I'm gonna say Ozzy's gonna aim a firebolt for the middle of the tree that is acting like the center pillar here to try to at the very least shake it and catch it on fire.
Okay.
See if he can bring this thing down in a few turns.
Bolt, not ball, right?
I have one fireball. I'm not using it on this.
Okay, got it. So you're trying to strike at the center of the tree. Basically, you're trying to strike at the place where the structure meets the tree, right? To try to find a weak spot.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Ozzy is trying to cause structural damage and cause even more of a fire here.
Okay, since this is a since you're trying to do a very precise thing here, I'm going to say this is a DC 15 to hit the structure. In this way, it'll be easy to hit the tree and start a fire on the tree just with a firebolt, but to actually do significant structural damage to the hut in a key way, because there are parts of this that are broken, and I want to work with your idea on this. It'll be DC 15 to do additional, like, start to really pull this thing down. It'll catch fire either way.
Okay. Well, let's see if I need to use my last luck point.
Okay. Okay,
I guess I need to use my last luck point.
Okay, got it. 14. With that, you manage to strike it and catch fire to this part, and you can tell it's spreading to this thing, but it does not immediately break. The floor does not shatter immediately, but you've made the floor immediately under the ape extremely hot, and it's starting to smolder, and smoke is starting to eat up through the cracks, and yeah, this place is about to become a hot box.
Okay, sounds good. That gives the party time to escape as well.
Okay. All right, it is the poison ape's turn. Because he's in this like semi-corporeal form, he's not he doesn't have his feet on the ground, so he doesn't notice immediately what is happening beneath him, but he can hear the crackling. But he's more concerned and frustrated with the fact that there is this this elk in front of him, and despite the disadvantage, he's going to attempt to grab the elk.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
He misses.
He misses. Either way, he would have missed. Yeah, he's going to claw. He's going to attempt to claw at you, but you are, because of all of your skillful movement up here, you're in a, just in a state where you just are very easily dodging his moves. He is frustrated by this, and he's going to try to throw a fastball with a bonus action at Ronnie, but also again at disadvantage because this is a ranged attack. 19 will hit, right?
Yep.
And just barely hit, clocking Ronnie in the chin with this poison gas, which does 8 poison damage to Ronnie. Yorkus is continuing to hide and hang back. Actually, he's gonna rush forward at this point, noticing that Oz is bleeding a little. He can see it from this perspective, and he's going to administer a healing potion to him. Just a regular one, which is 2d6 plus 2 for 12 points of healing to Oz. And that's the end of his turn. The gassy chimp is going to, having seen Affinity run up the stairs, is going to chase after her.
No, get away.
Being chased by a monkey.
It's my
Yes.
nightmare.
He's gonna like climb up this tree about halfway, or actually 3/4 of the way. So it is like in the tree, outside the tree, so you can't really see it right now, but you can hear it climbing around the outside. Way, it's your
That's
turn.
worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna maneuver through this fire maze and dash into. I think I'm getting to there. Just beneath Finn, and be like, "Hey, just so you know, totally fine. Monkey trying to surprise you." Points to the outside wall, right there.
Probably
you
the
basically
scariest thing you've
pass
ever
under.
said to me.
You pass under the ape basically to warn her of this. It's like feet are dangling. And yeah, you guys are both climbing up. This one is a little bit more enclosed than the other one. It's the one that Kel, I think, got stuck on previously. This one is inside, so you are shielded from the ape at this point. That's your full action is the dash, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any bonus you want to do?
I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Okay, gotcha. Finn, it's your go.
Okay, here's the question. Can I, like, peek out and see this ape? Or can I not see
Not
it
from this
where-
angle. There's a window on this side, but not where it's standing. It's climbing up like not a sheer face, but a side without windows from where you're at.
Okay, so can I get, like, out here with my movement? I'm not quite sure how this is.
So you're going to move
arranged.
plus, so you can do 60 feet, right? So you're basically going like boop. And yeah, you could get as far as this basically with your movement. And the ape is
That
not.
would be movement plus bonus action, right?
Yeah, that would be movement plus your bonus action dash. Otherwise, you would stop inside. But either way, you would not take an attack of opportunity because the ape is climbing up. It's not within melee range.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to... Oh, spell slots.
Oh, barnacles.
Oh, barnacles. Right, so you've got the ape, right? And she's gonna tap Way on the shoulder and cure wounds him to not be a complete asshole. I think it's 1d8. 1d8. 1d8 plus 6.
You said 1d8 plus 6, that's 10?
Yep.
Sick.
Okay, Way gets a little bit of healing.
I keep calling this one an ape. This is a chimp, and the big one's an ape.
They're both
Right?
apes. Yeah,
Chimps are
yeah,
apes.
technically.
This is too confusing.
They're
I hate monkeys. Okay, let's...
Monkeys aren't
both
apes.
orangutans.
Ugh. Alright, I'm running. I'm running.
Okay.
We're gonna go over here, trying to be securely in between all of my friends.
Okay. That's the end of your turn.
Yup.
Okay, Kelk.
Okay. I don't have the space to do one of those run-up ram attacks this time, so I'm just gonna do a regular one.
Okay.
Natural
Misses.
one, beautiful.
It's just a little bit too difficult to negotiate.
Yeah, big elk in the tree is not really.
Yeah, you can feel the heat of the fire that Ozzy set.
I think that's everything. I don't want to do anything with my bonus. Yeah, that's everything.
No movement.
Nah.
Okay. Ronnie, it's your go.
Alright. Gonna do it again.
Okay,
Yeah.
that hits. For 10 slashing.
Ooh, that feels bad.
That'll miss. Another deflection. It manages to grab the axe blade by clapping the sides of it.
And I'm gonna drink another small potion.
Okay.
No. Not sure.
At this point, you can see that the shadowy form of it has basically what looks to be like claw marks in it. It's having hard difficulty maintaining this form. Its eyes are glowing with red ferocity, but it seems to be a show of force, more so than any additional strength. You can also both feel the fire spreading beneath you. Oz, it is your go.
All right. Well, Oz is going to keep working on just bringing this tree with the hut attached to it down.
Okay. Oh,
That seems decent.
so you basically carved yourself a nice little bullseye with a scorch mark there, so you know exactly where to hit. Before it was sort of winging it. This time you bullseye it, and you cause some structural damage to it that bursts a weakened, like rotting piece of wood into flames and collapses a few of the floorboards beneath the ape. It is going to need to make a dex save in order to maintain its balance on this floor, or it's going to fall through the floor to the staircase below. Okay, it does not make it, and so it falls, taking, I guess it would only be 2d6.
Does it take any fire damage as it is falling through fire and probably onto fire?
Yes, it will probably take an additional 1d6 of that. Oh, okay, so it takes 5 bludgeoning and 6 fire. It takes a total of 11 damage from this. And lands, grabs with one of its arms onto the staircase, doing some more damage to it. This place is falling apart as the fire is spreading. It is now below you, Kel. And as it's moving... Oh, wait, no, you don't take an attack of opportunity if it's moved by...
Right.
Unless it's its own volition. So that doesn't give you an attack of opportunity. But this area is a fire, and there's sort of a hole that it has fallen into. So it's on the staircase coming up again. Or perhaps...
I'm like the size of the staircase, right?
Yes.
Okay, I know what I have to do.
Okay, Oz, would you like to do anything else?
Nope. I just, with that roll, Oz fades back into the ethereal plane. He seems unusually focused on the spells he is currently casting.
Yorkus looks around confusedly. Bloody hell, where did he go? It is now the ape's turn again. The fire continues to rage, taking up a larger area here. You can see the flames lapping at this treehouse over here. This is becoming this tree down here is catching fire. The ape looks up and realizes that Obi-Rani has the higher ground, and decides to it's going to make a strength check, and it doesn't manage to kick away at the fire near it, so it's going to take another 1d6 fire damage, 3 fire damage, but it's going to push its way down through the staircase, past the fire, it fell 15 feet, which means that it is back over here, trying to make its getaway. Yorkus is going to hang back and dive into a bush. Gassy Chimp is going to complete its climb. 10, 15, 5, 10, 15 is going to try to attack
Oh, hi.
with a poison claw. 23 will hit for 1
Sure
slashing
will.
and 8 poison damage, a total of 9 damage to you. Finn. Things are getting hairy as the treehouse begins to burn around you guys as you're on this upper level. Wei, you are halfway up the tree right now.
Okay. So if I use my movement to go all the way around, I'd be good.
Your full movement will get you about here-ish.
Okay.
If you dashed, you could get to about here.
Is there a window here at 30?
Yes, there is.
Okay, then I'll just go to the full 30, stick my head out of the window, and crossbow bolt the 8.
Okay. It's kind of awkward, but you can, since it's a crossbow. It's not.
Yeah.
It would be almost impossible to do this with a regular bow, but with a crossbow, you actually can get the angle on it, holding onto the edge of the windowsill and leaning out. Okay.
Yeah.
Make your shot. 17 will hit for 3 damage. So you pierce it for 3. It takes the hit and turns. You've successfully distracted it from Miss Affinity. Affinity is no longer in cover right now. Neither is the ape, so they lose those icons. Okay. Finn, it's your move. You've got this ape on you.
Yeah, well, that's his mistake.
Might be time to get sentimental.
Yeah, with my... Are you with this, though?
That's a miss.
No.
You can bonus action disengage.
I would love to, and just go away. Am I, like, under this tree?
You're under the cover of that tree. Yeah, that's the trunk is to your side by the platform, and it's just sort of going above. It's about 70 feet tall.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just
Kelk is like 10 feet in front of you on the platform inside.
Okay. I'm gonna back up towards Kelk.
Yeah, you're basically up against his little deer tail.
Charming.
But it's invisible.
Oh yeah, right.
Not
right.
anymore. Not anymore.
It's not.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgetting my magic tricks are not bonus.
Your magic tricks are what?
Are not bonus actions unless they say
Unless
so.
specifically
This is
stated.
half me talking to myself. Okay, I'm done then. I'm good.
Okay, Kelk, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to jump on the ape. Can I bonus action scoop Finn up with Ronnie and just carry her to safety?
Hey!
Well, relative safety.
Yeah, you can. You can. So
You
long
know how
as...
long it took me to climb up here?
And now you're getting down the easy way. You're welcome.
Okay, you can scoop up with a bonus action. There is enough room on your back. We gotta bring her forward though to front.
Ronnie like reaches down to do like a predator like arm grab.
Yeah. Last surprise.
Oh yeah.
Lady.
Okay, so you guys are on, and so how are you gonna do this from this angle though? There's like a hut in your way.
Oh right, we're inside the hut.
Your
How did
head
he
is
get
inside
out?
the hut, your butt is outside. You can sort of negotiate it to turn around, but
Okay, well, if I'm inside the hut, could I not just move? Oh wait, this is a hole, right?
there's
Or
a
is it-
you can get to the staircase and you can get down that way. There is a hole which would be incredibly difficult to skillfully get down without setting everybody on fire with you. Yeah, basically you're inside a burning building with a hole in the center of it, so you can look down on the sort of like the center of the tree where it curves and becomes a platform structure. that they built
Right.
out of, like a treehouse. So yeah, your options are jump down over the fire that's climbing up to your south that way. One
Right.
thing that you could attempt to do is this other
Right. I wanted to
platform
get
is
to the
over
south
here.
bridge.
Yeah, so you could leap from where you're at to the south bridge with an athletics check.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
easily
Even
you guys jump over here. And that uses what, 5 and 15 of your movement, basically.
Right.
Actually, maybe a little bit more because I'm counting from 5.
Baldur's Gate rules say I can't jump again. How does that work here?
Yeah, that doesn't count. You could fall too. I mean, I'd say you could jump again if you actually, jumping is an action, so you couldn't perform another action like that necessarily. But if your goal is to just move forward and tumble off this thing, you can do
There's
that.
nothing you can do. Okay. Fair enough. I will take a step forward, close my eyes, and hope for the best.
Yeah, so you're just
Meanwhile,
sort of
Finn is like, this isn't safer. This is closer. The big one. Where are we going?
okay. You leap forward, make a I don't know how you want to do this.
I mean, don't I just straight up take the damage?
What did you do last time? A dex save?
Last time I think I jumped specifically, and you let me take an attack. This time I don't have an action to make, so I would
Right,
just
but
be falling.
what did you roll?
I
last
thought you
time?
rolled an athletics for it, though.
Yeah. Wait,
Right.
is it?
Because
Is
I
jump-
specifically
is an
asked to jump off the edge.
I think this is a con save to
I
try to
jump-
do this in a way that doesn't hurt very much.
Okay, I can live with that. Con save. 19.
Okay, great. All right, so you managed to negate half of the fall damage by doing this. Okay, so 10 fall damage to you, 10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
The other 2 don't take anything. You're just gripping onto Kel. You are now directly in front of the ape. You're like, this is no better.
wait.
This is no better.
Kel!
We have our reactions still for this round because the ape left our thing without opportunity attacks because he fell.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna do my Bavaria's thing with my reaction then, and take that 10 damage to heal myself instead.
Oh.
Damage.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, fancy.
Wait,
Bavaria's
what?
Bracelet of Protection. When an allied
Oh.
creature 15 feet takes 10 damage or less, you may activate this bracelet's power as a reaction and absorb the damage as healing for yourself.
And we've been waiting for that this
What
whole
kind of-
time. That's
Oh,
What
perfect.
kind of OP bullshit is that? Oh wait, I made that.
I made the
Bavaria's
best
made up on
possible
me.
move in that situation.
It's hard to argue with me, right? Okay. See, you guys are right. This wasn't too OP.
It was the yeehaw that did it.
Yeah, yeehaw. Okay. So yeah, you've used your reaction on that. Kel has basically spent all of his abilities on this crazy shit. But I mean, you can't.
This giant elk has been climbing and descending trees like nobody's business.
It's
Yeah.
the buffest elk ever.
Okay, Roddy, it's your go. Dirt
Um,
on my boots.
Born on the mound.
ooh. Okay, cool. Just gonna do my thing. Hell yeah,
That hits. 27 hits for a 10 slashing.
that misses again.
Yeah, and that one will miss. Right now, as the shadowy cloud is dissipating, you can see what appears to be the ape's true form remanifesting. Purple streaks and poison puffs are sort of emanating throughout this gaseous black cloud. It is having trouble maintaining its concentration on this onyx armor on its face and claws. It's starting to become more physical, its full body emerging from these shadows. Okay. Oz, it is your go.
Right. Oz is gonna reappear 10 feet over.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of stroll over here.
Okay.
That's 30. So that, he can go see the chimp.
Yes.
And Oz is just gonna shoot it with a firebolt. Because Oz does not have a lot of spell slots to spare at the moment.
You can
Oh my God, just
technically
Oz.
see this ape too, just FYI.
He can see the big monkey?
Yeah, because this one here, sorry, this here is a fallen tree that you could see over. And this bridge
Okay.
is above. So Kel is kind of in the way, but you can see through your friends in this game, so
Okay.
you can target
Well,
either
Oz-
of them.
Oz has been going through a roller coaster. This fight. He appears from the ethereal plane and is in good moods. Just kind of walks over humming and then points at the ape to firebolt it
Okay. That'll hit.
and just goes boop
Nice. Good stuff.
Whoa.
for 3 damage.
Okay, he takes the 3 damage right to the chin. Its armor burning off. You can now see the ape's face once more. Every second that passes, you see that it is returning to the form it had in the beginning of the fight, a big purple gorilla.
Anything from Le Gadget, the Scarab?
As you can't really tell because it's in your mouth, but you feel like it just sort of twitched a little bit.
Ooh. Okay.
Much like we were
Ozzy
doing on stream.
with his dumb little smile does not fade back into the ethereal plane this turn.
It's the poison ape's turn. It is going to try to make one last attempt with disadvantage to grab. It's going to try to shadow grab Affinity.
Oh no.
Oh, what a surprise.
Nice. Natural 20 for the ape.
Oh.
Finn, if you could make a strength saving throw for me.
Sure. Kelk, this is all your fault.
Okay, you fail. You are now grappled by its giant
Oh,
fist.
grappled, you say? I think not. I have
Yes,
a big...
you are grappled. I mean, there's not like you have an
Oh.
ability to prevent that.
It's not like I specifically have a special thing.
I did this for a reason. I'm letting you guys shine.
You're
Um.
basically putting them in a position where their things I made for them can really bite me in the ass.
Yeah, so it's gonna try to grapple me, and it's going to grab a bunch of magical scarves instead.
Are they coming out of your boobs like in the magic show?
Always, always.
In the distance of Jarek Spawn, a few hours away, you can hear, you don't see it, and it's unbeknownst to everyone, but Lady Barnaby, sitting by the sea, working on new songs about boobs, suddenly feels inspired. Okay, so you managed to avoid the grab. However, you do take the attack. Oh, wait. My bad. My bad. That was with disadvantage, wasn't it?
I heard you say that, but I thought you were joking about something because you didn't bring it up later.
Yeah, I also heard that, but then
So
didn't
it
know
got
why.
a natural 1. So you're not going to expend a trick slot. Instead, it's just going to grab at these ribbons from you and only pull one of them off the knot, and it's going to fall backwards somehow as its legs reform, and it's going to fall prone, and just like that, it is going to regain its original form.
Incredible.
And at this point, Kel, you can feel this the scry beetle in your mouth twitching and fluttering its wings a little bit, moving its mechanical parts, making a slight whirring.
Do I have to wait for my turn to do something, or can I just press it in the moment? Press the button
At
with my
this
key?
point, you see, Oz, you see this poison ape explode and dissipate.
Oh.
And the ape
Oh, he's
before you
gone.
is down. He is prone, but he's still breathing and heaving and looking at you all with a look like, end it, kill me. With a sort of a frighteningly intelligent look in his eyes, like a warrior defeated. At this point, yeah, as a free action, if you would like to try to activate the Scry Beetle, you can.
Very much so.
You click it in your teeth, and it flutters to life, hovering for a bit in front of you, and then scanning the ape up and down. After a few seconds, it seems to buzz as if obtaining some sort of data from it, and then it releases a small puff of purple pheromones that go and merge with the ape's being. And suddenly the ape's eyes, its pupils, become big and dark as if it had become intoxicated with something. And its muscles go limp, and it sort of stands, but it's lost its aggression. And as it sort of just wanders this way for a second, and then traces a circle in the air in front of it, which seems to tear a seam in the fabric of reality, through which it jumps through a portal and disappears.
Does the portal disappear too?
Yeah, it seals up behind
Fuck.
it.
What the heck?
Kelkin takes a step forward, like he's trying to go through it, and then it vanishes, and he's very sad.
And with that, you guys are
Ronnie and Finn on your back. No!
out of combat. You are still in a burning wood, though. But with that, we are going to take our much belated break. And congratulations, you have bested this infernal Umbrelux. First, you have really gone toe-to-toe with the poison ape. And with that, we will be right back in a few minutes. Let's say at 40 minutes after the hour. And yeah, we will be back soon. I'm going to put you guys on desktop mute, so remind me to take you off. All right, bye-bye.
if you're out of movement, you can't jump.
Okay, we are back. So the place is still on fire all around us. But you've successfully defeated the ape. As you guys are sort of reconvening, you hear you hear this chair, this throne that the ape had inside this burning building starting to collapse and fall through the floor. And with it, behind it, obscured from your view until now, there was a small chest that does not look like it originally belonged to the ape, but as it falls, it begins to break and tussle into the fire nearby. Its contents perhaps about to be immolated. It is now your choice whether or not you will attempt to grab them from the fire or instead let them burn.
I have no opposable
I wanna
thumbs to
know.
grab things.
Yeah, I think I'll
You have
run
a
over.
mouth.
Okay, they've fallen. It might be easier for someone on the ground floor. Or actually, you could go down, but you would have to run into the burning building because they did fall from the platform you're on way to about 15, 20 feet down where the ape had fallen too.
Okay.
So in order to do this, whoever wants to do it, make a dexterity check to get in, get out, grab the stuff without being burned.
Can I maybe, rather than also run in, give Finn guidance on that? If
Sure.
you're Finn, are you going in, or shall I?
Yeah. I have fire resistance. I got this.
Yeah. All right, and I'll give you guidance.
Okay. Finn, make a sleight of hand check.
My favorite.
Okay.
8.
Yeah.
Nice.
You easily grab the stuff. It's a little bit heavy, but it's like a little lockbox sort of, and you grab it and run out. The blaze is starting to consume this area though, creating what's soon to be a raging wildfire. Yorkis flags you guys over and begs you to get back towards the path to stay out of harm's way as he begins to cough and choke on the smoke a little bit.
Is there any chance that I could using my axe, sort of try to cut a fire break, like here, so that it can't jump over here that much?
The fire is spreading quickly.
Okay.
Make a athletics check to see how far you can cut. Okay, with that, you're able to go here. The fire is basically almost to your almost reaching to your sides. You're going to need to do another athletics check to clear the rest of the way, one of similar caliber. Okay, you almost make it all of the way, but the fire is encroaching on you. You have to push through some brush to get to the other side as the fire continues to spread.
Damage if I can try to cut it, finish it.
I do love the image of Wei fanning the flames with his cape.
Make another athletics check. It's not good enough. You're going to take 4 fire damage from that. And you'll need to try to clear it once more as the fire and smoke is getting to you. Okay. You once again you take an additional 1d6 fire, another additional 3 fire damage. It's still not cleared all the way. The smoke is getting to you. It's going to be hard to stay put. Give me a con save to let me know if you can continue on with the smoke. Okay, you make the save. Give me one more athletics check.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah. With the athletics check and roll guidance on that. With the 14. Okay, with the 14, you just managed to clear because of all of your attempts. a small patch. You're not sure if it's going to be good, but there is a fire break now. Kel, you're trying to stomp out this fire here?
Yeah, if that doesn't work, I'm literally just gonna use the giant elk body as a fire blanket by lying down on top
Gonna
of the
burn
fire.
yourself alive?
Falcon does not care. He needs to save the forest.
But that like hurts, dude.
Okay.
Pain is temporary. I
As
think.
you okay, first give me a I guess a strength check to see if you can do this. Or yeah, athletics. Strength. Okay, you do manage to stomp out these parts that are growing up the side of the treehouse. However, this part here, the burning log, is a different issue. The log itself is spreading fire from one side to the other, almost trying to meet these sides. So you're gonna have to find, if you want to stop this, you're gonna have to find some way to deal with this log.
If I'm the size of the fire, can I just lie down on top of it and fire blanket it using my own body?
Okay, you can certainly try. All right, so yeah, ask California that list. So you're going to try to smother the fire with your own fur. Okay, make a constitution check. Okay, you're actually able to smother out most of the fire. There are still burning bits out here. Give me another strength check. Okay, you take 12 fire damage, and you manage to stomp out this fire here. This building is still going.
I'm gone.
What's that?
Elk vanished? Is it just for you?
No, it's gone for me too.
Oh.
Aha.
I was trying to delete the other thing. Sorry. I was like, why did you... Oh, you're out of form? No. This treehouse is still burning. This is still burning. But it seems like now you've sort of created a controlled blaze amongst the treehouses themselves that it's unlikely to spread to the rest of the forest at present.
Neat.
It may, but for now, it seems to be all right. Yorkus calls you guys over. Please, we've got to get out of here.
Gladly.
Aren't you concerned about this growing out of control and heading towards town?
We're a bit far from town at present. I'm more concerned with our lives. We've done a good thing here. Stopped that ape. Let's leave well enough alone. Unless we can conjure up a rainstorm. Hopefully this will peter itself out eventually.
Oz, who is just working on this little patch of fire with sandblast to choke it up, just looks up like, oh, are we going now? Okay.
With your power of sandblasting, you have managed to put out this area of fire, which was where the central spread was from. This is starting to burn down this tree, but it's it's unclear if you want to continue or not. It's up to you if you want to continue or not. But that part is still blazing.
Are you guys sure you don't want to work on putting it out? I mean, it's fun to watch, but
I mean,
no, we're good. It's fine. It'll go out itself, I think. Eventually.
If looking at it, we're 90% sure it'll go out, I'm happy to leave. If we feel like it even has a 10%, 15% chance of spreading, I would like to kind of deal with that.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
With guidance.
Actually, make an investigation check on. You can do this with advantage because between you and Ronnie, you can be able to survey this area a little bit.
Okay, so investigation. Plus guidance.
With
19.
With advantage, on a 19, you get the sense that if you do like what Ronnie did and clear out the areas, here, I'll circle this for you. If you spend the next hour clearing out yes, that's correct. Here, and here, you will successfully prevent the spread of it. However, it could still spread through those areas. There's no guarantee, as you have done a lot to cut it off from there, but that would successfully make it nigh impossible for it to happen.
And what's the time of day right now? I know we have shit to get to in the evening.
Currently, I believe you started that fight at around 1 p.m. So it would take you until about 2 p.m. to do that.
A quick hour-long hustle.
Yeah, an hour of manual labor is good for us.
Right, on to the portal.
Do we?
Cool.
So make each of you wants to contribute, make 3 athletics checks.
Oz pulls out 2 daggers and just waddles down towards the task.
I'm not good at athletics.
Oh, you could give me help.
Damn.
Eight,
Holy
eight,
What are those
shit.
rolls? What the
What
hell?
Three of a
is
kind.
that?
Wow.
Why do the
That
dice
is-
hate me today?
Honestly, that's
If
kind of
only
impressive.
that
That
was
is
the
very
slot
impressive.
machine.
I
Yeah,
feel like
fuck
there should be
no.
some kind of bonus for that. That just doesn't
I should
happen.
get an achievement, damn it.
Yeah, really. In
A
Balatro,
whole
that'd be great.
waist pocket.
Now I'm curious. Now I'm curious.
I'm kind of scared to roll that.
Nice.
Right, that doesn't make
Oh my
any
God.
sense.
The buff babe strikes
Nice
again.
meeting you
The
today.
tomboy beanpole. Yeah, despite Way's efforts and thanks to Finn, you guys. Yes,
Oh my
Oz,
God.
the natural
Ozzy
20
is
athletics
enjoying
check.
those daggers.
What
my
is going on?
Oz finds a surge of strength within himself and then remembers, oh yeah, I can levitate stuff, and levitates himself while carrying stuff, and somehow that helps move a lot of stuff
Somehow.
around.
I like how
Yeah.
even you cannot figure out a way that happens.
Well, because I'm trying to think, wait,
Oz
he doesn't
has 2
levitate other
daggers in
objects, he
hands and is
levitates
just
himself.
going at it.
Yeah, he's like Ginsu knife, just like sushi chef, just or
my
not sushi
God.
chef, hibachi chef. Clearing out that brush there, and quickly, Oz has made a topiary of himself, standing next to Eddie out of this bush. And yeah, over the course of about 45 minutes, you guys, Oz like basically goes haywire and just clears out the brush to the south. Finn and Wei do the top left, and along with Kel moving that log, and Ronnie clears out the top right of the map. And even though at first Yorkus is a little bit antsy about getting this close to the fire, he eventually just gives in and sort of watches. And actually, you can tell his expression goes from frustration to a little bit impressed by how efficiently you guys do this. And just for the sake of caring more about the forest than he expected you to.
Well, yeah, if it spreads, it might hurt some innocent dryads around. If their trees die, they go insane. Did you know that?
Yes, of course. Dryads, that's always what I worry about first.
I mean, you were very concerned about one particular dryad. Don't think we've forgotten.
Oh, that was not on purpose. Never mind. So we've completed this quest. Shall we continue on our way?
Can come up like sort of wheezing from all the smoke inhalation, like, that's great work. You don't have any more of those potions, Yorkus, do you?
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
just walk over and clap Johnny on the shoulder and do lay on hands.
Okay.
Oh wow,
great.
thank you so much for that. Yorkus, you got any?
He gives you
Healing
his
potion?
last regular healing potion.
Sick. How much is that?
2d4 plus 2.
Mm, mm, mm.
Ozzy rejoins the party, completely covered in sap and debris.
Oz is wearing has like a Julius Caesar style like laurel of just branches that have just magically fallen where his ears might be.
Woodwode.
Yeah, exactly.
He's still holding on to the 2 daggers. Did I do good? I think I did good.
You did great. You did
This is
so
great,
good.
Oz.
10
Good
out of
thinking with
10.
And he didn't
the
have to use
tree.
any of those water skins. It's impressive.
Oh yeah, 20 water skins, and they dealt with the fire elves.
Oh yeah, that would have helped. Oh well.
I mean, they're his water skins, not the forest.
Very well.
Because,
Compelling.
like, depending on the accelerant, water can make it way worse,
All
think that's-
right. So you've successfully completed the Poison 8 battle. Yorkus turns to you all as you guys are starting to head towards the path leading back to the main road. So, shall we return back to town? Are you truly interested in dealing with this portal situation? I know you made some promises to the caterers, but
If we're gonna do any more action today, I need a nap.
very well. Well, perhaps we can rest on this path then. Oh, say, what's in that box?
Oh, right. I guess I have that.
The box does have a small lock on it. As you inspect it, it looks like it's quite old, but it has been damaged.
I have thieves' tools.
I could
Okay.
just step on it if you want, but you can
What
do
if
your
there's
thing.
something delicate in there?
Yeah,
I'm
let
a
me have
delicate elk.
my moment. This is what I'm made for.
Okay, make a sleight of hand.
Okay. There it is.
Nice.
You easily crack the lock, and inside you find a very strange sight, especially after dealing with all of this brush. You find what looks like a branch, but doesn't look like it is from any of the trees locally. It's almost ivory white and has some sort of like lime green branches on it, and it's curved, and it almost looks like it's the sort of the edges and the crooks in its bark are curved and almost seem to be emanating sort of a bluish arcane energy from them.
Huh. It's a weird stick. Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Oh.
I'll give you guidance on that.
What does that give me? +6?
D4.
D4.
D4. Just kidding. Well.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Yeah, you're not exactly sure. It's magic, but you don't know what its value is.
Hey, Kelk, can you like taste what this is or something?
I could try licking it. Oz could also take a look at it, right? You have
Yeah.
you guys have magical things.
I could give it a nibble.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll hold it out to Ozzy.
Oz, make an Arcana check.
Oz nibbles on the stick with just the little tip of his beak, sees what he can figure out.
Oh, wow. Big roll, 24, 26 on that. You get the sense that this is an ancient elven artifact. And that it is a magic item of some sort. You start to commune with it using your wizardly intelligence, and you get the sense that when you start to reach into the magic imbued within it, you hear a whisper in your mind that says, Alakash.
Oz, who just has the stick in his mouth and is chewing on it, just with his mouth full, goes, "Out of cash?"
As you say that, I need everybody to make a con save.
Excuse me.
For bonus, everyone.
Can I? Is that an Elvish term? Can I understand what it means when Oz says it out loud?
Yeah, was it in Elvish? Would Oz have been able to know what it was before he said it?
As far as you can tell, it's a nonsense word, almost like
Shazam.
Shazam.
Mm.
What's your bonus way?
Ozzy, no.
+4.
Those of you who rolled less than a 15 are blinded for 12 seconds. You wander around blinking.
Ozzy,
and
who has this in his mouth, just squawks and stumbles backwards.
Yeah, Oz, your eyeballs, your pupils becomes wide and big as dinner plates as you stumble around, walking into trees and other objects for about 12 seconds. A bright light emanates from this branch, and
No one else failed, so we're just watching Oz being like, "What do you think that's the artifact?"
No,
doing that?"
or I'm sorry, Yorkus failed as well, being completely unprepared for this, and he is also wandering around. What bloody happened? I don't understand.
Just sit down. Sit down.
I don't know. It's bright. It's weird.
No more playing with strange sticks.
Oz was biting down on the stick, so he was just blind, running through the woods like a dog with a stick in his mouth.
That's insane. There was a flash and a bang, and then we couldn't
Was
see
there-
anything.
Was there a flash, or did we
Yes,
just?
Yeah,
there
it was like
was.
kind of bright and it kind of hurt.
There was a flash.
Yeah.
You could see a white light emanated from the tip of the branch, as if it were a wand.
Oz, how did you know what to say? What did?
Oz sniffs a little bit, stick still in his mouth. Oh, what a magical voice in your head says something. Don't repeat it.
He's got a point. Inside the
Ronnie
box,
nods.
you also find some money. I'll just put this in the chat for you guys to divvy up as you would like.
Bum, 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 bum.
700 copper,
Ooh.
1,000 silver pieces, 2,000 gold pieces, and 100 platinum pieces. Yorkus, after regaining his eyesight, says, well, at least this will go towards clearing out that debt a little bit.
I mean, we're well beyond that.
Oh, you know.
That schmep.
Shall we make our way back to the road? Or do you wish to rest?
I'm gonna
Well-
say Oz slides a fifth of the coins towards himself, staring at Yorkus like, "Don't touch."
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it.
I'll bite you.
Why am I the enemy here?
Hey, Oz, remember
mean-
he healed you up earlier.
Yes.
I know you were looking at the fire.
That is also a good point. He did kind of help. Do we need to give him a cut? Like, do we
Kind
give you a
of.
cut?
No, it's
No,
fine.
shush.
I'm
Kel,
paid for
shush.
my
Oz
work here
growls and
today.
just lays
No.
on top of the gold.
Because we can sort that out. I need to, if we want to continue on, I have to sit down for an hour.
Yep.
All right.
Same here.
Very well. He reaches into his backpack and he pulls out like a small tea kettle. I'll if someone can make us a fire, well, I suppose we can just go get some more fire, but I'd like to brew some tea
Fire?
while we're here.
I make fire?
Yes.
Ronnie sets up a small, like, little campfire thing away from the trees.
Yeah, you sit on the path, on the dirt path, and have like a little fireside for a little bit, and yeah, you're able to spend some hit dice if you would like to, and yeah, you get the benefits of a short rest.
Guess who is all out of hit dice?
There you go.
Guess who is out of Bardic and most of their spell slot?
Yeah. Like I take seriously that we said we would address this, but I think we should have a real conversation if we are able to. The caterers are past here for now. If need be, we can come back before they leave town so they don't have to encounter it again. I don't want to put us at risk unnecessarily.
Oh, is that how you do hit dice? You just click on the hit dice. Sorry, I had a moment.
It's like,
It's okay.
No,
it's
yeah,
just a
wait,
plain
where
roll.
is that?
Oh, never mind, you have a +1, so yours is not a straight roll.
Oh,
Your
oh my
hit
God.
dice is where actually? Oh yeah, there it
Should
is.
be right there.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
right
top
under
of
next
your-
to death
temporary hit
saves.
points.
I also
It's
had the
next to
same
death saves.
moment.
Hey, there you go. You guys are learning.
Okay.
So yeah,
That feels
Ronnie
nice.
puts it to you all if you would like to. Same thing Yorkus wants to know if you guys would like to continue on, or if you would like to. You did make
I'm always...
you did say to the caterers that you would help them, but
I'm personally okay with going on, but I know that
Yeah, I
you
feel pretty
guys might
good.
need a longer rest.
All right.
I could go burn it down. I'm feeling great.
it's 2 yeses. Yorkus is indifferent.
Ronnie's down. They just wanted to make sure.
All right.
I just wanted to shop today, but I guess that's not gonna happen. So
Shop at the murder shop. All right. So you continue
Maybe
on
we'll get there right at close and we'll piss off everybody, huh? That'll be fun.
into the forest. I'm going to
I'll have to take it.
start Raider Jarek spawn map. Here we are. We're gonna go back to Greater Jarek spawn.
GJ.
That's where we are. Hey, guess who's no more?
But not because we killed him.
Right.
Mission
So Kel
accomplished.
can get GF points.
Oh yeah, she should be happy with it.
And science points.
Oh,
Uh,
right. Also that.
You continue on walking for about an hour, heading up the road towards where the caterers said the portal had seemingly absorbed 2 of their members. As you continue, you hear what sounds like to the woods off the path. You hear what sounds like someone crying or something cooing softly.
Can Ronnie tell if it's someone crying or if it's something cooing?
Make a perception check, whoever would like to.
Oof.
Mm.
Yeah, you
Oh, no.
wait, you didn't hear anything.
No.
Yeah.
You think there's a rock in your shoe.
Is Finn crying?
The rest of you let's see, can I show you this? Let's see what happens when I do this. Actually, I don't want to do that. That's weird.
No, do it.
What do you mean? You
I don't
can't
want
just
to.
say
I don't
that
want
and
to
not do
clutter.
it.
I don't want to clutter your screen with it. I do want to show
It's
you.
okay.
I do want to show you. It's not a great thing. Give me a second here while I find the artwork I need for this. I thought I had it, but you didn't. Character art. Along a little ways off the road, only about a minute away, you see a small clearing. It seems to be buzzing with a few insects, and it's a little bit dark as the trees have blocked most of the view, the canopy of the trees. But in the center, there's a beam of sunlight, beating down, and sitting on a rock, weeping, is a woman who looks to be like a moth and a person combined.
Oh.
Are you all right?
She looks sort of like this.
No pain.
Hello. Why do you have a sad?
Oh, she looks startled to see you guys, and sort of recoils. Please do not harm me.
Oz still covered in sap and sticks. I don't harm.
Oh, you are quite small and sweet with sap. A small proboscis comes out of her mouth and begins to lick at the sap on you, Oz. Delicious.
Is that
Thank
okay
you.
with you?
Oz smiles like, this is fine.
Okay.
I am lost, so far from home. I cannot return to my home unless someone will help me, but I have no friends here.
Where's your home?
My home is a different place, a place of magic and darkness. I do not know how I've gotten here. Won't you help me? She looks at you, Ronnie, pleadingly.
I feel like I need to make a roll for Ronnie to have. They're not stupid. Like, I think they're like, we're looking for a portal that goes to the like Shadow Fae. There's weird stuff around, and I feel like they're smart and like wise enough to know about Fae weirdness, but also their instinct is to be like, of course.
Hey, go with that instinct.
Do you want to set a DC in your mind for like a wisdom save?
No,
Okay.
this is all you. This is all your RP. You can decide what Ronnie will do in this situation.
Wow. Okay. Of course. I'll do my best to help you. Where do you need to go?
I need to go home, but I am bound to this space, but not this plane. There is only one way someone can return me to where I belong.
What is that?
I must receive a kiss.
Not it. Noses.
Oh, I knew no one
don't
would
have
kiss
lit.
me. She
And
starts
Oz
to
backs
cry
up.
some more.
I Ronnie like looks around and shrugs. If you receive a kiss, you will be able to go home. You'll be home.
Yes.
Ronnie.
Sorry. And could you answer those one at a time?
Yes.
If you receive a kiss, will you immediately go be transported to your home?
I think so.
Okay.
We would all stay here as well, right? Nobody would come with you to your home?
Or like get poisoned or something.
Oh, I'm sure no one would want
Looks
to
at
come
Ronnie.
with me to my home. Who would wish to
said
be
want,
with me?
not that we
Someone
wouldn't.
so ugly.
Not.
Miss, could you please just answer the question?
Oh, you make me sad.
We had a really, really weird day.
And I am so
Oz
weird.
getting
I am
weird
making
vibe.
it worse.
Oz getting weird vibes, but still seeing sad, will just kind of waddle up and hand her a ration, like snack to feel better.
I do not like this kind of thing, but I appreciate it. She puts it on her head. Is this how I wear it?
It looks great on you.
Oz just blinks like the meme and just gives her a thumbs up. Not entirely sure what to do in this
She
situation.
has like a wrapped piece of venison on her head now.
I guess that's one way.
What?
Everyone seems anxious. I should not kiss her.
I mean, if you really want to.
I mean, it's your choice, Ronnie. No one's going to make you.
Ronnie blushes. It's not that I want to, but if it helps her get home.
I mean, she's given you the invitation to do it, so if you want to, it's okay.
Yeah, didn't you say consent's so important?
Meanwhile, Cal's like, that's not what you told me yesterday, Finn.
Hey, sure. I have a scroll of dispel evil and good. Send her back to her plane. All I have to do is just roll good, so it's not going to work. But like, we can
Dispel
give it a go.
evil and good. Wait,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I let's see. Let me
3
look it up.
scrolls of dispel evil and good. So I'd need to roll a 15 on like an Arcana check, but I'd be able to do it, and all I have to do is touch her, and then she would have to go home.
I mean, she wants to go home.
Yeah.
While Wei is fiddling with the scroll, Oz pulls out a stale and slightly smashed blueberry tart from his bag and hands it to her. Is that better?
Wait, what? You gave her a tart?
Yeah, he has his blueberry tarts he hasn't eaten yet that he got from his grandmother.
Oh, wonderful. She rips apart the tarts and just eats the blueberry parts and like seems to like suck them out with the long proboscis from her mouth.
Ozzy nods. That's the part I like too.
Wait, you have a different way to send her home?
Yeah. No, remember we were at the temple, and we got these papers. I got the scrolls.
So basically,
right.
So yeah, you can't.
Ronnie leans back away.
So yeah, you could attempt to use this. What is this? I don't understand.
Look, I hear that like a kiss would work, but what if I just like used this and we got you home that way? Would that also work? Would you like to go that route? We can try?
This is not a trick.
Scout's honor.
It is said that a kiss can bestow good magic to either party, but if you would prefer this, then I suppose... She looks sad.
It's not that you have done anything wrong, it's just here, in this place, kisses mean things? Social things?
Oh, I see.
They do?
And you would not want to give one to one so ugly.
No. I pull out a mirror and I'm look at your new fun hat. You got that cool hat and you got these beautiful wings. You're great.
She shrieks.
You're bad.
What is that thing?
What?
She's screaming now.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this away now.
She's crying and
Ozzy
looks
is
scared.
slowly backing up.
Wow, charming as ever.
Right.
Let him. Just.
I don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. Consent, I just figured we could try it this way. Give it a go.
Do what you wish. I am worthless. Kill me now if you must.
I don't think that's necessary. Okay. I'm just gonna unroll the paper now.
She looks to Ronnie pleadingly. This is all because you would not kiss me. She looks really sad.
You said you wanted to go home and the kiss was the only way you knew to get there. Did you want to kiss separately?
A kiss would be nice.
I mean, I don't have lips, but I could bite you. Is that close enough?
She begins to screech in
Oh
a
my
high-pitched
God.
manner.
Can someone get her to stop? I need to, like, actually focus on this, please.
As she screams, hundreds of moths begin to flutter around her.
Oh my God, not again.
Ozzy looks excited and is trying to catch them.
In his mouth?
Yep.
Each time Oz snaps one, she screams louder.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, okay,
Where she gets snacks.
okay.
She's just weeping as each moth is devoured. I hear each of their
Can
screams.
Can someone please?
I know they're delicious.
Hey, okay.
Okay, Finn's gonna
Ronnie-
kiss her.
Okay, are you just gonna grab her and plant
Yeah.
one on her?
There's too much happening. It's the impulse.
She's just weeping, and so you're grabbing her by the face and just smooching her. Okay,
It's
Alright.
a shut up. It's a shut up kiss.
yeah. Okay, so you grab her and you kiss her on the mouth, and she goes. She begins to shimmer with fey magic, and it begins to swirl, and suddenly she's in like an enchanted ball gown, like Beauty and the Beast style, and her wings have grown ever larger, and she looks even like bigger and more radiant, and she says, "Thank you, your gift of true love has helped me return home. I grant you my love in return." And
Hold up, what?
She blows a
What?
kiss, and a fluttering moth goes from her lips and hits you in the forehead, and you feel imbued with a strange arcane energy. It doesn't feel bad, but it definitely feels like you just got a power up or something. As she waves to you all as she disappears, "I'm beautiful. I feel beautiful." And then poof, and all the moths around drop dead.
Well, that was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
To you.
Ozzy just sits on the ground and starts picking up dead
Us.
moths.
I mean, I don't know. I
Hmm.
can't speak for you guys. Maybe this is normal.
I don't know if it's the weirdest thing that's happened in the last few days, but it's up there.
This is great. It's just snacks after snacks.
And do you
You're
think your new
welcome.
girlfriend's gonna be really upset that you're taking me as the plus one of the wedding?
Wow, somebody needs encouragement immediately after the kiss, huh? So, Finn,
Like,
as a
Thank you,
result
Finn.
of
I was panicking.
as a result of what you have just done, the dark contract is born. No, I'm kidding. As a result of
You're
what
now
you-
multi-classing warlock as
Yeah,
well.
that would be great. Yeah. Your species changes to grung. You are now a frog forever. No. As a result of that, you will receive. You can add to your sheet a permanent +1 to all Arcana checks from now on.
Ooh.
You can put it in your sheet as Moth Lady's Love.
Moth love.
Moth Love, yeah. And yeah, the strange light that had been basking the clearing is sort of fades, and it seems like the place returns to its form, or it just becomes a normal part of the forest now. Whatever enchantment had been over it is gone.
Well, you're welcome. Let's move on.
All right. Thanks.
As
You
you
don't
guys,
need a moment to mourn the loss of your true love.
Ronnie
Great
heads into
kissing
the
skills.
woods.
Great kissing skills there, Finn.
Shut up.
As she walks away from you, Wei, you swear for an instant you think you see small ethereal wings grow from her back and flap.
Finn was already magical to me. I didn't need it.
Oh my god.
And then
Wait, mother's kicking rocks.
and then the wings detach, and you see what looks to be a winged cockroach fly towards you. And as it gets
What's
close
happening?
and lands on your nose, you see it has Fabian's face. He says, "Oh, you ruined my prank with your schmaltz." And he flicks you in between the eyes and goes back in your head.
Later. Do that at the wedding.
You continue on the path. For a while, you see Yorkus grumbling. And when asked about it, he says, "Oh, I should have kissed her. I thought it was a trick, but now I could have been helpful, right? And I could have gotten a kiss out of it."
It's okay,
Too
Yorkus.
slow.
Find you your own random moth lady.
Oh, that would be nice. He muses about it as you continue on.
Chill out there, horn dog.
I'm not. No, I'm a romantic. You continue on, and eventually you make your way to another path. This one looks very odd, as it shoots off into the forest in the same direction that the ape had been, but it seems that all of the vegetation has been is slowly warping in a singular direction deeper down the path into the wood. Not like someone has cleared this path, but that it has just been naturally cleared after whatever has pulled stuff in this direction has happened. You take this to be the place and the direction by which the portal, the aforementioned portal, lies. The one that has been sucking people off the path and into it. And also, in addition to just random strangers, 2 of the caterers who you have heard about also got pulled this way.
Are we feeling a pull of any kind?
Nothing as of yet.
Should we do anything like tie ourselves to each other?
If anyone's feeling spicy enough to go super close to it, I have one last slot that I can do protection from evil and good on.
Might want to hang on to that for a moment. We don't know what'll be afoot. Well, if we don't feel like we need to do any securing before we approach, I guess let's.
I mean, a portal's pretty straightforward. From what I know, you go in and then you come out, right?
I don't think the others have been coming out. I think that's kind of the problem.
Oh. So, how are we gonna get them out if we can't go in without coming out?
I mean, can't we get them out? Do we like throw a rope in, see if we could just pull someone out?
Oh
Well-
yeah, you've got that trick, right, Oz?
Oh, I was just thinking, hold one end rope, throw rope in, tug on it, see if it snags anything, then pull out.
Yeah,
I think it seems
I was
like a
thinking
good
that
place
too.
to start.
Okay, counterpoint. What if something pulls you in? Which is not ideal.
Wei points at Ronnie.
What if
Okay,
we
fair.
all hold the rope?
What?
Can't pull all 5 of us in.
Now
You're
it's
right.
definitely gonna pull all 5 of us in.
No, we have Ronnie on the end. Ronnie's strong. Ronnie can pull us all out.
Yeah, strongest to weakest. That's the best formation.
Ronnie flexes
Or what if-
a little bit.
Or we could just tie one end to a tree. It's probably not going to pull a whole tree in.
It's definitely gonna pull a whole tree in now.
Well,
I mean, that'd be fun to watch.
You're not wrong.
the tree seems like a good place to start.
as you guys are talking, you feel a sudden thrum of magical energy coming from the path. I need everybody to make a Constitution check or Constitution saving throw. So.
I'm gonna guess that we're all close enough,
Oh.
so +4 everyone.
Well, Ozzy is transfixed by whatever this is.
If Ozzy starts to get pulled forward, Ronnie will do their best to like just like palm him like a basketball.
Yeah, as you guys are standing there, Oz peers off at toward the sound of this magical like the THX sound. And he's
We're gonna
like,
grab
"What's that?"
Yorkus.
Before you will actually make a sleight of hand check, because the rest of you, everyone feels a sudden explosion of magical energy that sort of bounces you back a few feet and then begins to absorb thing in like a neutron star implosion, and it starts to suck everything in the area towards it. Trees are getting bent towards it. Most of you are able to withstand this, but Oz just goes flying towards the portal. Yorkus also starts clawing at the ground and immediately gets pulled toward
gonna
it
grab
as
Yorkus.
well. Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, can I try to do the same for Oz?
Sure. Actually, yeah, sleight of hand's fine. You grab at Yorkus, and he slips through your fingers way, and he goes flying forward and slams into a tree, taking let's see, takes 6 bludgeoning damage. Oz just goes flying down the path towards the source of whatever this is.
Ronnie is just gonna
Push it in a rope.
after.
Can I try
With the
helping Ronnie
Chukon
with this?
throw, Ozzy is not fighting it. Ozzy seems to be drawn towards the magic tinglies he gets from it.
Oz is going wee as he flies towards this portal in the center. As you run after him, he's just floating towards it. You guys all feel yourself being pulled towards, running at preternatural speed as this happens. And Oz is not resisting. At this point, Yorkus has bashed into a tree and has gotten the wind knocked out of him a little bit, but he is for the time being okay, as he is gripping onto the tree now and using it as support so he doesn't get further pulled in. The rest of you charge forward. Yorkus is staying behind for the moment, needing to catch his breath. You guys are all rushing towards what you can now see is a glowing blue portal with pink emanating from it, and then wisps of shadowy darkness, sort of like the ones emanating from the ape, coming out of it. And you as you're running, you get the sense that you're traveling at a speed concurrent with Oz's speed. It doesn't seem like you'll be able to reach him in time before he is sucked into it. But just as Oz's talons are getting closer and closer to this portal, a figure leaps out from the trees. A cloaked ranger leaps out from the trees and snatches Oz out of the air and then hooks a small grappling hook into a nearby tree so that he can prevent Oz from being pulled through any further. He begins to, with one hand gripped into this tree, clutching Oz like a football under his arm, and the other, he is now being pulled in, almost being sucked into this tree, but his grip holds, and after a few minutes of this, he's calling out to you guys as this is happening and being like, grab onto something. And after a while, it dies down and the portal sustains, but it's no longer pulling anything in. He releases Oz and puts him down, and he looks around you. You poor fools. You could have been killed, you know that?
That kind of day.
He removes his hood, and you see a wizened wood elf ranger. You can tell he has many years on him. And he seems to be well equipped in a mixture of leather and cloth, with weapons at his side, and the way he addresses you is almost as if he is the warden of these parts.
I think Ronnie will put their hand out. Thank you for assisting our small friend.
He slaps it away. You should
Oh,
leave
Ronnie.
now. This is not a
That was fun,
place
though.
for passers-by. This is what
We
you call
are-
fun? To be sucked
Hus
inside
just
and
nods.
desiccated? You are
It was
fools,
fun. It was
all of you.
magic tinkles as I got close.
He shakes his head.
Wait, how do you know what's on the other side?
Someone needs to protect these woods and these people. I was not so lucky earlier. 2 more were pulled inside. I have made it my duty to watch these woods and try to prevent any further deaths.
Do you know where it leads?
Yes, it leads directly to the Shadow Fae.
Has anyone returned?
No. All who make it inside are torn apart by the creatures that live within. There are none brave enough to cleanse these lands, and I alone am not strong enough to do so, though I wish that I could.
Well, hey, fun fact, we are not passers-by. That's actually is why we're here. If you want to work together.
He seems unconvinced. You would take a child with you on your journeys, one without so much as a thought in his head, and allow him to fly recklessly towards this portal.
You haven't
I am
seen
not
him
a
with
child.
fire.
He did just start a forest fire like 2 hours ago, so
He looks horrified at this.
Oh, no, don't worry,
Bye.
we contained it.
we did stop the forest fire an hour ago, but
It was for a good cause.
Where was this fire?
You know where the
Big
Poison Ape
monkey.
Clubhouse.
You should not wander those parts. That ape is too powerful for anyone to defeat.
Was
It
too
has-
powerful.
Yeah, we sent
It's
him
not.
on.
Okay.
We took care of it. It went through a portal back to where it came from, which I assume is kind of through there.
He eyes you all suspiciously. I do not enjoy japes or practical jokes. So if this is a lie, you will tell me now, and I will forgive it. But if I find that you are misleading me, we will become enemies. Do you understand?
No lie, you can verify it yourself. Hang around those parts. You will be particularly unbothered.
Do you want me to waste a spell slot before we go charging into the portal together as bros to do like a zone of truth thing? We can do like a zone of truth thing.
Ronnie says, I would prefer you didn't waste it, but
I would also prefer we wouldn't waste it, but you know, apparently we're just gonna like have a pissing contest about truth and shit. The ape is super dead. We're all
No, it's
covered
not.
in or it's
Well-
not dead. It's teleported, whatever.
Your
But it's
story
dealt with.
changes
Healed up
like the
really
wind.
well, and then it went home.
I've had a very long day, my guy. I've been poisoned like 3 times. I'm not vibing.
You are strange folk. I cannot tell your
Yeah.
facts from your lies, but I do not think you are up to this task.
You don't know us.
Can I burn it?
damn.
No, this is
Well-
not a problem that can be solved with burning. It is a very
I don't know.
particular challenge. One that
Okay.
I'd be
requires...
surprised the number of things that are solved by burning.
Okay, so like, what's your solution then? You're just gonna stand here at the portal and like hope you can save everybody, but like you said, you can't do it yourself. Why not take 5 people with you? Maybe 6. I'll wave over my shoulder, kind of to where Yorkus was. Even out your odds a little
Oh,
bit more. We can
I'm
cover you
fine.
while you do.
I'm fine.
Okay, that's 5.
Huh?
That's 5. That's cool.
Oh.
Just got the wind knocked out of me. I'm good. He gives you a thumbs up from behind the tree, about 30 yards away.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not like a big math guy, but like big number good. I don't know.
The more the merrier.
make
more
a
the
I don't think I have much
persuasion.
of a
Make a
choice.
persuasion check. Way.
Like to see that.
Hell yes.
Talk good.
If we are to do this, you will need to follow my commands. I have information about these parts that will help you complete this task. But if you are to act like fools, he looks at Oz, then you will die as such.
Oz
Do you-
pulls out a sticky frog. I'm ready.
What
Oh
is?
my
We
Yeah.
must leave this one here. He is useless. His
You're
mind is
Hey.
Could
weak.
not go wrong.
He's
Who,
not great
Yorkus
at
or
these kind of
Oz?
things, but like he does help. He's great when you need him.
I'm a wizard.
One of the most powerful mages I've seen in my life. I think it
Mhm.
would
Yeah.
be bad to
Yeah.
leave him behind.
Kel,
think
make a
you could kill
persuasion
me.
check.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
That's why I said persuasion,
Can I
not
give him
deception.
advantage? Can I
Uh,
can I give advantage or can I help at all?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I need it. -1 charisma. Let's go.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Giant elk. Wait, are you still an elk?
Still an elf.
Yeah, I think I have like half an hour left. How long has it been since the fight? Like 2.5-ish hours, right? We rested for an
Yeah.
hour. We were walking for an hour.
Wait,
and now we're here.
since the fight, it was an hour. Then you rested an hour, and then you walked for an hour. So it's been 3 hours.
Okay, well then I'm back to being Kel. Never mind. I'm no
Okay.
longer an elk.
Druids, I know you care for nature as I do. You can assure me that this thing will not be a liability. He gestures to Oz.
He tends
Absolutely
to,
not. And the thing has a name.
listen-
His name is Oz.
Yeah,
Fine.
we tend to like
Oz,
respond better when you treat us like people. Just heads up.
Oz's
Most
ear
people
feathers go
never
back
die.
when he gets called a thing.
Very well.
Yeah, this is Oswalthian Palewoods, the
Also
bird
known as
kid.
Bird Kid.
That's Bird
Yeah.
Kid?
I am
Holy
the bird
This
shit!
is fucking Bird Kid. You've been talking shit to Bird Kid to his face.
That can't be Bird Kid.
This is. Excuse
I-
me. Do
I
not
should compose myself.
disrespect.
Um,
Yes, you should. Show some goddamn respect.
I care not for the trifling rumors of pirates. I
They're not
didn't-
rumors.
should this truly be Bird Kid, I did not mean to offend. He bows deeply to Oz. I should comport myself more decently. In truth, I
You
am
think?
greatly frustrated by these matters. I have wished to close this portal for nigh on 3 weeks. It pains me to see people fall to their deaths here, on what was once my people's sacred land. I am the lone,
Ranger.
yes, the lone ranger patrolling these woods
That's a cool backstory.
with Army Hammer. And
Oh,
and I'm a cannibal. No. I should introduce myself. My name is Therobar. I have taken it upon myself to attempt to save those who might fall victim to this strange magical phenomena. In places where the Shadowfell and the Feywild terrain meet, there are occasionally culminations of warring energy. As you well know, when these places became as one, strange phenomenon began to occur. But at their boundaries, this is a place where energy creates odd effects. Creatures began to change. For example, the ape that has been terrorizing people is one of these, born of both light and shadow. Its powers strong, but unpredictable. There are many such lesser creatures awaiting us inside. But that is why we must be cautious. Allow me to guide you when we get inside. I may be your elder, but I can handle myself in combat.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I've made it my life's mission to study these creatures. I'm so excited. Let's go, let's go.
I warn you, these are not simple beasts. Many of them are quite vile.
Oh, I understand. I wouldn't be as interested in them if they were. I'd still be pretty interested, but
Very well.
Pull out the scroll of Dispel Evil and Good. Would this come in handy at all in this situation?
He studies it. We will be entering their realm. If you mean to use it to make them return, you would only be sending them where they already are.
Yeah, but it might be useful. Oh, it's only on self. Never mind.
I will leave that to your judgment. It is not my way. It is confusing what we must do, so perhaps it is best that we step inside, so I may show you. He turns and heads towards the portal. Yorkus steps forward. Do you wish for me to go in there as well, or should I hang back, watch the road for bad guys?
Do you want to just, like, camp out here if you're still not feeling hot? We'll be back whenever the hell we're back.
And maybe
gods.
tie yourself to a tree.
Yeah.
You're going to another plane. I can't imagine. If I let you out of my sight for that long, the shit I'd be in. Very well.
I mean, you could just tell them we died.
I mean, like, in the, like, fairy tales, it's like, sometimes it's 500 years, sometimes it's like 5 minutes, you know.
Fine, I'll come. I can't... Can't imagine leaving you all for that long. I need to at least know how this all turns out.
Oh, Yorkus! I like you too!
Stop it.
But be careful, York. We can't have anything happening to you either.
I'll hang back, but you know I'm out of potions.
Wait, if we're stuck in there for 500 years, does that mean we're no longer in debt?
Well,
unless they start
interest
talking
rate.
about... interest would get us.
But I mean, after 500 years, wouldn't the bank collapse by then?
Well, could
Depends
be.
on if there's people to run the bank in 500 years. We'd have to wait. We'd have to hope for, like, you know, total civilization collapse in Jerkspawn, and that's kind of what we're hoping to do ourselves, so, you know.
I mean, the Firebeards would be dead by then.
He'd be gone, yeah, at least, right? He's not a young dwarf.
Oh, Scorchwood, yeah, he'd definitely be dead.
I mean, so would everyone we know and love, but, you know.
Who's counting?
I don't know why, but I feel like we're gonna come out 500 years, everything's gonna be burning, and my grandma's gonna be there disappointed.
Theroba is going to turn to you guys and with like a highly frustrated look. I do not know where you get such ideas. I have not suggested any sort of time magics afoot.
You've never like watched.
Oz points at Way. He said something.
It's like it's like a trope in plays and stuff. Like
you know, in fictional scrolls.
Yeah. You never heard of Rip Van Winkle, my guy?
I do not care for pornography.
Okay.
Oh,
We just
can you
dropped
read
right
that?
there.
Sorry.
Cool.
Ronnie blushes. All right. Well, anything folks need to do before we cross this threshold?
No, I want to touch it.
Alrighty. Well, we should.
Let's go.
I think we should let Therbor Ball. That's re-asking.
He's still frustrated either way, no matter which one of them it was.
Go first, but I'll go second with you if you want.
Yes, what a treat.
That was
Should I
Oz.
leave a note? Should I leave a note for Eddie in case he comes by?
Who
I
is
think that'd
Eddie?
be very sweet. Another friend.
cat.
Don't worry about it.
Oh God,
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure he can read.
Oh. This had better be the real bird kid. He's like pointing at you way aggressively, or I will be very unhappy, and we'll all be dead.
Do you want me to waste a goddamn spell slot?
Oh my
before
god,
we go
guys,
into...
let's go,
Oh my
please.
god.
I've been waiting on this for fucking my entire life.
I
Ken has never sworn in his life.
feel Kel's vibes. It's let's go.
Kel just vibrating closer and closer to the portal.
Okay. Very well. Just be prepared, as there will be an attack very soon after we arrive. But when we step through, I will give you instruction, and you must try to follow it to the letter as best you can. If we can coordinate our skills, we may yet survive this.
Is there any information you think would be helpful for us to know before we go?
It will be easier when you see what is before you.
All right.
Finn rolls her eyes.
Very well. Then once more, to the breach. He steps through.
Wait. Ronnie's like, wait, you've been there before? Oh, okay. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys enter the portal.
I'm gonna
and-
bop Finn with protection from evil and good.
Okay. Give Finn
And for the
protection from
hell.
evil and good. And as you step through, you are met with this mixture of blues and purples and shadowy light, shadow mixed with light, and it's just sort of shimmering. It's like two tortured yin and yang energies swirling. And as you step through, you enter a strange new realm, unlike anything you guys have seen before. And that's where we'll end things this week. So thank you very much to all of our players. Thank you very much to everyone who stopped by. Thank you to new follows. And yeah, we'll be back next time to see where this leads. But yeah, that's it for us now. Let's give a raid to Old Scony. And yeah, that's all for us here now. So have a good night. We'll be back next Thursday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I think as we step through, I'm also having. Oh, are we?
Okay, we are raiding out.
Yep.
And let's